Hey everyone, my name is Danielle.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Here we are. It's another day at the Australian Open. This time, we're chasing after Clara Tauson and Danielle Collins. Obviously, everybody knows how much I love Clara Tauson, and she really did the business on a net contrebeat in the last round. Straight sets victory for the young Dane. And I've got her in my top 10 for the year. I think she can do it. Can she play to her best of her ability? She's up against a very gritty, hard-court player today, Danielle Collins. And we know how good she is. I know the match has already kicked off. Danielle Collins has just held her serve. But I know a lot of people are thinking, well, who's this guest that you've got coming on today's episode? It was bigged up the Silk Report. He just released an exclusive that we were going to be having a special guest on this exact watch-along. Obviously, I'm going to be repping the Danish flag. So we're going to be needing somebody to rep the American flag. And this person actually grew up 45 minutes away from where Danielle Collins actually lives. So it would only be fitting that we're introduced to the stream. You may already know who he is. It is one of our patrons. His name is Zach. Welcome to the stream, Zach. How are you doing today?
Hello. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I feel like I got really messed up on this. You know, they really set me up for this. They announced on the Silk Report some special guest was coming on. Everyone was guessing Roger Federer, Serena Williams, Kim Jong-un. And I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. I'm getting set up. Badosa's boyfriend was a very popular one. I was getting set up for horrible failure when everyone's like, oh, it's just Zach. Oh my God.
Well, I think we're in for a treat tonight. It's what better person to have in? Great to have you in. I was going to say, just relax. Put your feet up. It's GTL. You're here with the rest of the GTL family in the live chat. Great to have you all in there as well. Join us for this one. Remember to hit a like on the video early on. This is Zach's first stream. So everyone, send him your questions and make him feel at home as well. I'm going to bring the score up because we just started.
I'll do my best to add some BBC commentary for Vanch so that he gets his daily dose of BBC commentary on GTL.
That's it, mate. Yeah, well, it is typical, isn't it? The first stream, and look, the scoreboard's not up. What's happened? Right, I'm going to take that off for the second. I'm going to try and refresh it. This is just typical, like some little teething errors. But how's your day been anyway, Zach? What have you been up to today?
Well, actually, when I found out I was going to be on here, I had to do some prep work. So I was I've only watched Tauson a bit, you know, and so I had to watch her match against Kontaveit all the way through, get some stuff there from there. I watched Danielle Collins' match. I didn't really watch her much either. I'll be up front. I'm actually going for Tauson. Danielle Collins was born about 45 minutes north of where I was born and grew up, but I really like Tauson. She's Actually watching her, one of the things that struck me is, most of these players, they're sort of country club kind of vibe. This is tennis, right? But she has sort of a baller vibe to her. She's more of like a basketball baller vibe kind of person. She goes out there like, she's ready to. She doesn't seem to get nervous. She doesn't seem to get scared of the opponent. She seems to be like, I'm gonna dunk on you. Like every time
I like it.
I have, and she just has that mentality. She sort of swaggers around the court, and then she rips these, a ridiculous shots. So, and also, we watched Kontaveit and Siniakova in the first round, and my wife is Polish, and we watched that, and then we watched Świątek later, and Kontaveit was ridiculous. She looked so good. So we were like, and Siniakova looked amazing. So we were like, wow, they look really good. Then we watched Świątek and was like, oh man, it's going to be tough if, Świątek ends up playing Kontaveit or something.
Wow. It didn't happen. Is that luck? Is that good or a bad thing?
Well, then you watch Kontaveit get destroyed. Basically like Tauson should be in prison right now. She just murdered Kontaveit on that the second round.
Well, Zach, sorry to interrupt. We've got some very special people in the live chat, it appears. We've got Marika Shahan in here saying, hi, Daddy. Good luck from Lily and Julia. How nice is that? That is so sweet. Big shout out to you guys. Is this your family jumping in the live chat?
Yeah. So Marika's my wife. She's Polish, and my daughters are Lily and Julia. They were born in Poland. I lived there for 11 years. They were born in Wrocław, where Hubi Hurkacz was born, and then we've lived in the Southwest Florida area for the past few years.
Brilliant. Well, it's great to have, like you're saying, living in Poland for 11 years. Obviously, we know who your favorite's going to be on the women's side. Then it's going to be Iga, surely.
Well, Layla's are. I think even among some of the Poles in my family, I think we're big Layla Fernandez fans. There's a lot of players we like. We like Świątek a lot, of course. Big Hubi fans.
Indeed. Yeah. Anyway, we've missed something, Zach, while we've been talking and just getting to know you. There's been a break, and it is your girl, Danielle Collins, who has got it early on. And it is nearly a game to love coming up as well. It's going to be your first game to love on the Game to Love watch-alongs. Guys, if you haven't hit the like button already, hit that like button right this second. We got Jamie Drummer in, one of our members, saying, Ben, you replaced JG. Zach, better be a Rafa fan. Are you a Rafa fan?
No, I'm a Djokovic fan.
Oh no! It's the opposite. It's the opposite. Oh,
Rafa's
brilliant.
fine. He's all right. He's fine.
Wow, and it's the consolidation now from Danielle Collins. What? She's got off to a rip-roaring start. I say a big shout out to Dylan. He quickly was throwing a baseline my way. I sent him a song. Danielle Collins, she's getting a new button. She had one of the old school buttons, but I had an hour. Thought, let's give her a new button. About time we pressed it. Do you not think, Zach?
Oh yeah, come on. This is
ridiculous.
Every game she ballin', she got the moves and she got you falling. The points keep on rolling. Just say her name, it's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins.
Woo! Danielle Collins. That's a new button for Danielle Collins. Loving it.
The quality just gets better and better. I mean, you're really you're on the way to platinum level sales. This is.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so, Zach. Right. Let's get some insight from you on this match. How do you think it's going to go? Do you have a prediction? Try not to let this early break and consolidation sway you too much.
Well, I was just going to ask you the same thing, and I imagine. I mean, we're probably similar. I thought Tauson was going to come out here and do similar to what she did to Kontaveit. I think she's probably feeling a little more nervous this round. She's getting further, she's getting more, she has a lot of swagger. She knows how to play tight points, tight matches, but she's going, that was her biggest win ever. She's only 19 years old. She's 22-13 already on the tour, which is crazy at 19 years old. But it's got to be getting to her a little bit. I still think once she relaxes, she's going to start pulling out those weapons, and Collins doesn't have a chance, in my opinion. But what do you think?
I'm really on the fence on this one, and unfortunately, the scoreboard wasn't working right at the start because I've never seen it say what it said at the start. It said at the bottom on the win predictor, it said toss up. And we all know what that means. They don't even know who's going to win this match, and that was sort of my thoughts, exactly that. It could go either way. I think Collins, if she plays her best tennis, she could easily win this in straight sets because Tauson doesn't have the level of experience that Collins does. But if Tauson just gets on a run, she's sort of like a confidence player. When she starts hitting big, she's quite a tall girl as well. She serves big, hits big. I think she just needs to get in the flow state. Once she's in the flow state, I think we could be in for some really good rallies in this match. So far, though, nervous. I think you're right. I think there is some nerves there at the minute.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many lines she hit in that match I watched earlier, the previous round, but she was just hitting line after line. When she gets in the zone, I mean, Kontaveit was playing such sort of like frantic defense. She even fell down once she fell down, and they were like, well, that sort of sums up how this match has been going. She just stumbled trying to get to one of the balls that Tauson ripped at her. And really, I mean, I don't know, these players, they don't aim for the lines. They aim for like a zone near the line. Yeah. But sometimes you get the feeling with Tauson, like she's actually aiming for the lines. She's got that kind of mentality. Like ruthless. I
like it though. That's part of the thing that I really like about her. She's facing 2 more break points right now. I think it's clearly nerves here. I mean, Danielle Collins really handling the occasion a lot better right now. She's been in much bigger competitions and many times over, and I think that's the one thing that we have to remember in this matchup. I think the second set may tell a better picture. She might settle down a bit, Tauson. This first set looks like a bit of a write-off already.
Yeah, it's looking bad.
Yeah, not looking good. Yeah, best one that she's had at the Australian Open was the semi-finals in 2019, Danielle Collins. So she likes it here. She was eventually defeated by Kvitova in that one, who went on to lose to Osaka in the final.
And she's a real fighter. I mean, it's a good matchup, I think. She's a real fighter. She's very good on defense, and then she can also hit some hard winners. She had a very good backhand. But I feel like Tauson's just settling in. Just maybe too much. Took too long for this first set. Maybe we'll see. But it looks like it's going to be a big. Oh,
that's a great forehand there from Tauson. Saves a break point. Fantastic hitting under pressure. Gosh, you really needed that one. Don't want to get a double breakdown. At least use this set to start warming up your shots a bit. Like, start getting your hand in. Even if you lose this set, doesn't matter. Win a few games, go for a few shots. Just get the feelers out there, because at the moment, I think Danielle Collins is stepping in early on a lot of these shots and trying to finish the rallies early. She doesn't want to rally in big, long rallies with Tauson.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's have a look. Go to the live chat for a second. We've got Freyrax in saying, hi, Zach. I'm sending greetings to you and your family. I'm from Poland as well. Look at that.
Dzień dobry. Dzień dobry. Cześć.
He's loving it. He's loving it. Yeah. If you've got any other Polish fans in here tonight, then give Zach a shout out. Even if you're not, if you've got some Americans all around the world, give Zach send in your questions for Zach as well, because you can probe him, find out a bit more about him, find out his tennis background, maybe see what he's been doing.
Yeah, I was I was very nervous. I can't really replace JG. He's hilarious. He's really the dynamic between you two is amazing. I'm this boring American going to pop in. I can't talk. can't do the British accent, the fun British accent. So it's I feel like I'm not going to live up to expectations or people's hopes for the stream, but hopefully I'll have some fun with you. I will say I'm a bit depressed today too, because I was getting ready and I was catching up on the GTL watch-alongs, and I watched the Azarenka one, and man, that song just made me so depressed.
Oh, isn't it? I know. I think it summed it up though. It was very fitting for that match yesterday, because even though she won, it wasn't a fun victory to watch. It was not a high quality match, and Svitolina started playing on match point, which was terrible.
Yeah, it was. I was happy with the result and everything. I'm really liking Azarenka in this tournament, but I mean, your Azarenka song could just could make Santa Claus depressed. It's really.
She's due a new song, isn't she? Let's not beat about the bush. Azarenka definitely due a new song.
Yeah.
Well,
I also have her going into the finals along with JG. So.
Oh wow! Really? Okay, that's interesting.
But my bracket's destroyed. I had Rybakina winning, and.
Oh really? Well, she pulled out with a blister as well, didn't she? Sorry to Troy. Anyway, in the live chat, didn't ignore you. This is obviously, we're just putting all the feelers out there today with Zach being on. It's going to be a slightly different stream. We're just going to follow the match, but we're also going to have a nice chat as well, because this is the first probably in-depth chat that we're probably having with each other as well. So it's
see Tauson really, I think she got into it. She won that service game finally. Had some big points there. She's starting the heavy hitting for closer to the lines, which is looking good.
We got Troy in there, like I said. Zach, I hope you're wrong about this game, because I put my monthly mortgage payment on Collins at two. Is that twos? Like that evens, I'm guessing. And I haven't told the wife yet. Could be sleeping at Ben's tonight.
All right, so I'm gonna definitely cheer for Collins now for your sake. I'll do it.
Yeah. That's it, definitely.
Got to now.
Appreciate the super chat though, Troy. I'll add you on there, and Zach, you can take these guys through what's going on in the match, if that's all right.
Yeah, well, Collins is really, I mean, she's looking better than she did in the last round, in my opinion. She's really hitting closer to the line. She's not hitting many errors. She's looking quite impressive. I mean, she's really upped her level to play Tauson here. And Kanjui was all right, but she wasn't great. There were a lot of double faults in that match. They were looking into the sun a lot. And I think that this is looking like a step up.
You're in good company though, by the sounds of it, Zach. Ray in there saying, one of our members, Zach, I had Rybakina too.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was her. I still think this year is her year to really, climb another level. She's ready. She's maturing, but she doesn't really have the killer.
So I was going to say, are you concerned about her performances in finals? Because she's lost a lot of finals.
She doesn't really seem to have that killer instinct that the great winners have. That really, she's amazing, but then she doesn't seem to have the Serena Williams, the Nadal, the Djokovic, the Coco Gauff, even kind of instinct. Medvedev,
I think it's the aggression. I think that's what she's missing. She's got a massive, powerful serve, and she's got all the right technique. There's just no killer instinct in there to just go for it. When she sees a wounded animal down the other end of the court, she doesn't really try and put it out of its misery. She just sort of hopes playing the same tennis will get her the win. And I don't think that's the approach you can take if you want to win tournaments. We've seen Felix; he's failed in the same sort of way on the men's side. Nearly as many finals and as many final defeats.
Yeah, and he's got that same. The thing is, they can stay very calm. They stay very calm under pressure. They do a really good job handling pressure. I would say she's a little bit like a Pliskova, but Pliskova sort of just gets too nervous and breaks down. Rybakina and Felix, I don't think they get too nervous. I think they just don't have quite that thing to finish off, in the biggest points sometimes. Although Felix has been getting better with it. We're all hoping a little bit better after that ATP Cup.
Yeah, well, wait
Tauson's got it though. Tauson and Danielle Collins both. I mean, they have it in spades, right?
They definitely do have it. Obviously, in the last round, it was Cunha that she knocked out. very tough opponent. She beat her in straight sets. Both of these players haven't dropped a set yet. They've only played once before. That was at the French Open last year. 2-love to Danielle Collins, but that was on clay. And I would say, I think Tauson, I think she's good on all surfaces, to be honest. So I wouldn't say that she's definitely better on hard, but I do like watching her on the hard courts.
Did you watch that match or no?
I can't remember right now. I don't think I did watch it live. Probably saw some highlights of it at the time. I can't remember what happened in it now, though.
And she was 18. You know, she's mature. You know, it's sort of hard to believe that she's so young, because she seems to carry herself like a veteran on the court.
Well, we had somebody else young winning today. Was it today or was it yesterday if you're in Australia? So it's still today for me here. Anisimova, only 20 years old. And she looks like she's back. She's hitting form again and knocking out the reigning champion Naomi Osaka. Did you watch any of that?
Yeah. I started watching that. Then I realized I had to prep for this, and I had to switch to these other matches. But and we have son of Matt, a frequent commentator. He lives in the city in Poland where I lived and where Hubi's from, Wrocław, and he predicted her to win the tournament. So he's feeling quite good right now. He called it, and I think not many people called it. So she did a big task today. I mean, I would say it's a bigger task to beat Barty, but
oh yeah, much bigger. I think it's a good shout to have Anisimova as a potential winner. It's a dark horse for sure, but it's he was the one who requested me to make a special button for her.
He was very happy about that.
That's it. We hadn't covered her on the watch-alongs yet, so yeah, it was nice to have a little bit of input from one of our patrons. If you want the chance to have your input on one of these buttons, then join our Patreon or join the membership and ping us a message of anything you want added to a button. Because there are some people who have buttons that are a bit lackluster, and they could do with a little bit of a bit more zhuzhing up, I think.
Well, it looked like this set might have been over by this point at the beginning, but now I think Tauson's feeling pretty good. She's
better,
settled in.
The nerves have gone down, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she's now. It's if you were to started the match 2 games ago, then we'd probably be just on serve and having a nice match, but it doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, Tauson, not as much experience, but good hands at the net there from Collins.
Sometimes I feel like a start like that even helps, though, you know, because it gets you, it sort of immediately kills the butterflies quickly. It gets you humble and you know, out of complacency quickly. It tells you, oh, hey, you're here, you're losing, you better wake up, you better get focused. And then you can sometimes carry that. I mean, sort of like a kind. I mean, not the same as Medvedev Kyrgios, but you know, I think that the threat early, that the drop early can make you really get extra focused, and then come back stronger throughout. You saw it maybe a little bit with Berrettini Alcaraz, which was a ridiculous match.
Oh, so good.
That was insane. Alcaraz just looked like he was going to destroy Berrettini. Like the first few games, Berrettini barely got out of them.
Oh, great shot there by Tauson. Sorry to interrupt you. It looked like Collins had got her out of position, but she somehow got the ball that was behind her there and flicked it back into the court. Collins, for some reason, ran round her forehand there and then left the whole court open. And that's what happens if you run round one side or the other. Yeah,
and
look, it's strange that, wasn't it? Why didn't she go with the forehand?
Yeah, it seemed like she didn't quite have the positioning for it. She didn't feel she was already headed in that direction a little bit, maybe. I don't know. It was
getting blamed here. What's going on? Marvin said, Ben, you completely jinxed Osaka yesterday. I blame you. What did I do? Did I jinx her?
It is true. Ben rules the tennis world. You know, it's a secret. It's a little held secret. But, you know, every time Ben creates a good button, that person goes on a streak. It's ridiculous.
That's it. Well, this is the problem, though. Sometimes they've helped players, but normally when I pick players to actually win, then they tend to lose. And this is, I don't know which, or if I make a button or make a song for a player, then they're never quite the same again, it seems, at the moment. Djokovic
made a song about Djokovic getting deported. This was really nice of you. We really appreciate that as Noel fans.
You gave it a like, though, didn't you, Zach?
Yeah, well, I don't know actually. Might have skipped that one.
He skips it. He skips it. Oh, so bad. Were you hurting after watching it?
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole. I mean, we don't want to go there again.
Oh,
It's just
no,
the whole
let's not.
thing. I mean, just aside from all the politics of it, it's just I know you're a big fan of going for history, and it's just 10 Australian Opens on the line.
I know.
Another year at number one, perhaps 21 grand. It was just like the absolute worst. It's if it had been Roland Garros, U.S. Open, whatever, get over it. But that just hurt,
It was sad. Like, I think that's the one thing, and I said it many times on the podcast. I just came away feeling just a bit like low after the whole thing. I don't think anybody won in the whole thing, other than maybe Rafa if he goes on and wins it. That's the only person who possibly could win from this, or anybody else who manages to win the slam. But I think the general public, no one came away thinking
winning. Kecmanovic is winning.
Well, he's now the number one Serbian player in the world, I think. What's going on?
He's channeling Novak, I think. He's got some kind of
do you reckon
maybe
he's got like an earpiece
blood
or something, and Novak's taking him through what to do on the court?
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, right, now do the splits. He's like, I can't do that.
The real test is against Monfils, right? We're going to see. Does he continue Novak's unbeaten streak against Monfils, or does Monfils finally get revenge?
Yeah, look, and the supermodel pointing out the exact thing. So we didn't get it. Halep versus Raducanu yet again. Barty versus Osaka, or Nadal Karatsev again.
Did you see Australian that from Tauson? Oh my gosh, that backhand was a bullet.
Yep.
Yeah,
this is what she can do. And now look, we're at deuce on the Collins serve. Are we going to get break point? Are we going to get the break? Are we going to get the Tauson button? That's what we all want to know.
Yeah, and it was a little stupid to say Tauson's going to win.
It's a double fault from Danielle Collins.
When she was down 3-love. But, you got to, JG, and you guys are very bold. JG likes to make a bold call out early. So, I felt like, got to make a bold, not just be wishy-washy like a commentator on BBC, Fanch, or
BBC, this
or Tennis TV.
Favorite, this one.
I said, she's going to win this. She's going to come back. So let's see if she can actually do it. She's definitely she's hitting harder. She's hitting closer to the lines. Collins is getting a little more disrupted by it.
That's it. It's the break. Clara Tauson's done it. She's broken back. We're back on serve. The young Dane. Let's go. God,
Collins almost smashed the racket. And what people always say, talk about this, but it's it's hard sometimes to notice it in the match. But as another player starts upping the level, hitting harder, hitting closer to the lines, the other player feels like they have to do more, right? And they have to do a little bit better shot, or they're not gonna keep winning. And you see that Collins, she had a pretty easy shot, but she tried to make it too good, and she hit it into the net, is what I sort of felt like. She got a little nervous there.
Well, it looks like the tide is turning. Clara Tauson back on serve, and I promised you it, so we're going to get it.
It's Clara Tauson, Clara Tauson. Give it up from the girl from Copenhagen, the girl who's pretty awesome. It's Clara Tauson. It's Clara Tauson.
There she is. Clara Tauson.
Pretty awesome. She's pretty awesome.
Who knew Tauson rhymed with awesome?
But she's not awesome. She's pretty awesome. This kind of weird kind of understatement leading into the
She's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna. It tells its own story. We've got a nice button there from Terry Short. Guys, if you haven't hit a like on this, on this video yet, come on. We've only got 49. And look, it's Zach's first watch along. Hit the like button for him, if not for me. Come on, let's get this up to 100 as soon as possible. And subscribe to the channel if you are a newbie to GTL. If you want to become a member of the channel, hit that link. It is pinned in the live chat now. And you can get special live chat features and you can have little emojis. Who knows? Might even get a Zach emoji coming soon. Right,
Yeah,
here we go on.
I was just Tauson's a total baller. Like she's grown on me a lot, especially catching up for this today. She's a total baller. I think she's got attitude, a little bit, curious, kind of, not curious level, but she's got that in her a little bit. And you just love to see it. And she's, tall, heavy hitter. This is I'm really liking her. Really, she's really grown on me, and I'm gonna blame you because you hype people up, and then everybody gets hyped up here behind them as well. And I've been hearing you hype up Tauson for a while, so I feel like it's just in my subconscious now. But she's really good.
Yeah, we've been talking about her for a long time. Clara Tauson, we believe she's the real deal. It's really funny how it actually works out as well on GTL, because I think we've sort of switched players, which I know it seems like it's a really weird thing, because when we first started the podcast, he was sort of big on Clara Tauson, and I was really big on Leylah Fernandez, like back then. And then as we went on, Tauson's just grown on me. I don't know what it is. Like, I really like Tauson, and I just see unlimited potential in her. And obviously, JG's heart was stolen at the US Open by Leylah Fernandez. I don't know. You just can't write it though. You can't pick who you can't pick and choose who does it to you. But yeah, she's just one that I don't know what it is. I like her style of play.
It's the swagger, man. She's got that swagger. Look at her. She's strolling around like she's a basketball player who's ready to dunk. She's got a different swagger, and then she plays like that. She goes. Sometimes it feels like I said, she's not just trying to hit toward the corner. She's trying to hit in the freaking corner line. It's like she just goes for things.
Yes, I've got Davor frantically messaging in the live chat. I'm not ignoring you, Davor. And we've got JG asking the same thing. Any watch-alongs that you guys are doing tomorrow? Yes, you'll be pleased to know we're going to cover Rublev versus Cilic in the morning. So that's right, Jamie. Rublev, Cilic. That will be the one. Obviously, JG, it's big on his bracket. He's got Cilic knocking out Rublev. I have Rublev on mine. So we're against each other. We've already got our sides picked. Do you have any stake in the game?
Me?
Yeah, you.
My brackets got destroyed. I don't know. I picked all the.
What, they're all out?
Yeah. No. Yeah, pretty bad.
Did you have winning the whole thing? Skatov.
I did pick Skatov in the first round based on what I went with what you were saying. I liked your arguments. I hadn't seen either of them, and I really liked your arguments.
Abort.
And no, he did start coming back. Back, and he was.
Thank you, Zach.
He was
Thank
close.
You. He did better than I actually thought he was going to do in the end, because I thought, he's destined for a straight sets lost. When he won the third set, I was like, he's coming back. He was up a break in the fourth. I thought he's going to send it to 5. And then I think it was 5-3. The wheels fell off, and Gombos just came back and just did him with the experience. JG saying Skatov is a fraud. I think it's me that's fraud, not him. I don't think he was.
I'm not picking Skatov again, that's for sure. But I mean, I haven't even seen the guy yet. But I watched the scores and it looked like he was. Yeah.
I don't even think it was his fault. I think he's getting a bad reputation because I picked him.
Yeah. Well, JG loves the needle. He loves to wind you up. The boring Ben thing, I think he really tries to get you picking bad picks.
Always. He's just trying to goad me into it. He
digs that boring Ben in, and he gets the crowd on his side, and then you feel pressure to make a stupid pick. I'm sure that's a strategy.
As soon as I pick someone who's not a seed, he's like, yes.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, boring Ben, picking Barty again. Why would you pick Barty all the time,
It works both ways, though, because if I just throw some shade back on him, I notice his picks suddenly start going a little bit more risky as well. So it's funny, though. I like the draw previews. I think they're some of our most fun things, the draw previews. We do like them a lot.
Yeah, and you guys have joked like no one go back and watch old videos, but I actually do that because I think I speak for most people who subscribe. at least half the fun is just watching you guys banter and all that. This is like it's true entertainment. You guys are hilarious. I apologize to everyone who is watching this, being like, when does JG come back? This guy sucks. But truthfully, it's fun, and it's actually a lot of fun to watch the the picks after the fact, like a week later even. And then you see the arguments, and you see the arguments, and you know what happened, and it's just extra hilarious sometimes when you know what happened, and you guys are arguing something like the Skatov Gombos argument or something.
oh, we've got like me putting Murray to win, and then he goes out in the first round. There, that's great. Yeah. I love those.
You need
ones.
to lay off the Brits. You really need to lay off.
I know. I go too patriotic sometimes. The trouble is we do it late. I have a beer, and I feel. The Queen.
You always have like 4
speaks to
me
to
the 4th round, and it's like Ben.
I know. Terrible.
You can support them, but don't pick them to go so far.
Zach, I'm going to stop you quickly because we have missed our business end button, and I know the guys are waiting for it. Oh. There you go.
Yeah, I'm feeling slightly offended. You had me on the show, and then but they don't give me any access to any buttons, any live. They don't really trust me. They don't really trust me. They trust me enough to test. He can cut my feet at any time, but I have no buttons, nothing to play with.
Right, that's enough from Zach. Right, there goes Zach. He's off. I'm joking. He's back again. Right, we got Troy in. He's saying, "Wife home in 2 hours. Nice knowing y'all. Ben, I leave my Marvel comics to you. Hope everyone has a great life."
Yeah, Troy, I'm having a hard time going for Collins. I was thinking about you a few times. I was like, oh man, poor Troy, because this is not looking good for you.
So what happens when they repossess the house tomorrow? Is that what's happening? They come round and they just you're going to be taken out, or?
But I have a question for Troy. Do you watch a lot, Troy? Because you've seen the Ben hype for Tauson. You just felt like Collins had it.
I started the stream with it. Oh, she's. That's it. It's a double fault. She's gifted at the break.
Jeez.
Wow. I'm shocked.
It's Clara Tauson, Clara Tauson. Give it up from the girl from Copenhagen, the girl who's pretty awesome. It's Clara Tauson. It's Clara Tauson.
4-1 down. 5-4 ahead. 4 games in a row for the young Dane. She's doing the damn thing, I tell you, Zach. She's doing it. Come on, Clara.
I'm afraid. Is Troy from Florida? I'm afraid we're going to have a headline. Florida man loses house betting it on Florida girl, Danielle Collins. So this is not looking
Sad
good for
times.
you. Yeah. I want to hear more. Yeah, if you watch a lot. Oh. Yeah. I'm just curious if he watches a lot and if he knew all the hype for Tauson, but he still risked it on Collins. That's what I'm curious about. So I don't even see the live chat. I don't know what's.
I'm saying, where's Meg's Carpentry, the biggest Tauson fan? I know. I saw it in the live chat before the stream had even started. She was singing the Tauson song, but I don't know where she's. Maybe she'll make it in before the end. Who knows? If you know where she is, reach out to her. Meg's Carpentry. We need your support right now. Serving for the first set.
Play if she wins this?
I'll find out for you, Zach. Good question. Put me on the spot there. I like it. You're doing a JG. Right. It's gonna be Elise Mertens. Elise Mertens, or is it Sai Zhang? Is that Sai Zhang? Is that her name?
Oh man, Tauson's going through. Jeez, look at that.
Yeah, no, Shui Zhang. Sorry, apologies. Sai Zhang, isn't it?
So who does she go? Who does she play after she beats one of them?
All right, God, going all the way through the draw now. God, I didn't realize we were going that deep. So if she goes through again, she'll play the winner of Halep, Kovanic, Zdancic, or Cornet. All winnable, I reckon. Halep, the main danger. She's got a nice section, Halep. No one's talking about her either, so she's just sneaking through.
Yeah, I've been really hyped on Halep. She did really well. She went out, but I thought she looked really good last year at the U.S. Open. And ever since, she's looking really top level. I love watching her. She's just an amazing player. She's about the height of my wife and my daughters play. They're 5 and 7 years old, and I'm always thinking like, yeah, we need to watch Halep closely. How you can play to be a real winner. She's really a master of the court. I love watching her play. She's just tremendous.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Who's that? So that's who you're trying to model your daughters playing tennis on, is that right?
Oh, I watch all of them. I try to pick up stuff from Schwartzman, who's similar height. Gaston,
Nishioka, all of them.
Skatov,
Skatov. Wow, I mean, if you really want some true tips, that's where you go to. Skatov.
I mean, anyone? No. Truthfully, anyone about the height of a mini fridge,
Well, if it's one of JG's mini fridges, it's the size of a large walk-in fridge. Apparently, that's what they're the size of them. Oh, it's wide, and Tauson 2 points away now from the first set. Come on. This is exactly the response I like from her. She's never out of it. I think she should improve her posture a little bit. I know it sounds a bit rude. Is that rude? I don't know. Might be a bit rude. I probably could do the same. I'm guilty of it as well. Just stand up a bit straighter. I feel like she's a bit hunched over. Come on. But this is... I can't speak about it. I sit in my chair all day long and I probably look 10 times worse. But I just want her to be like, because it seems like she looks like a bit down all the time. Come on, be like, standing up and straight up and look at this. But it doesn't matter how she stands. She's got 2 set points.
Yeah, she's got that, that playground basketball attitude and style, not the country club.
Kathy demands no mini fridge talk, Zach.
I love that the mini fridge made it into your year-end highlights. I started watching it at Wimbledon. I don't remember how I discovered you guys, but at Wimbledon I found the channel. So it was right before that mini fridge discussion.
Winner! Sorry, it is there. Clara Tauson takes that first set. Go on, finish what you're saying before we get that Tauson button.
The debate about the mini fridge, I was laughing so hard. I was like, these guys are insane. This is hilarious.
It's ridiculous. I know. We're thinking about posting it as a separate video onto YouTube, but I'm guessing I don't think it's getting many clicks other than GTL people, but we might pop it on there for you guys if you fancy a laugh. Right, Clara Tauson takes the first set. Guys, if you haven't hit the like button on the video, do it in the duration of this button. Of course we do, Zach. Of course we do. You've been here before.
It's Clara Tauson, Clara Tauson. Give it up from the girl from Copenhagen, the girl who's pretty awesome. It's Clara Tauson. It's Clara Tauson.
Yes, come on, Clara Tauson. Maybe in the next set we'll try and take you through a bit of the play-by-play as well in the match. I know we're sort of touching on it. There's a few shots here and there, but ultimately, this is just like we're just easing you into the first stream. I thought this would be a nice one to start with as well. American versus a Dane, and how are you finding it so far, being on the GTL Watchalong?
Oh, well, I'm still a bit nervous, like I said. I'm trying,
no need.
It's and listen to you guys, JG's got like the chimney sweep from Mary Poppins. He's got like the exact same accent, and for an American, this is like magical. This is like, wow, this is something else. And I've known a lot of Brits, but never one that sounded like the chimney sweep from Mary Poppins. And I'm like, this is just too good.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that's so good.
I mean, I guarantee you have a lot of American listeners. I guarantee any American listener right now is like, man, this guy's really boring. He's not JG.
Oh man, no, you're doing a great job. Everything just takes time, and everything, like, you just get more confident the more you do it. You should see how we were when we first started doing it. Absolute novices. And then the other day, when we had to start that Djokovic trial stream, I think I went back to the first day again. It felt like, I don't know, I
watched that whole long trial with you guys.
I'd had about 3.5 hours sleep the night before, and I was running on literally empty, and then we got to about, what was it, 11, half 11 at night the next day, and then I had to start it, and there was 20,000 people waiting for me to start it, and I was like, oh my god, this is just what is going on right now on this channel. This is going to be the hardest intro I think I've ever done in my life.
And then you guys were like, we need some help. we need someone to step in here when we've gotten 2 hours of sleep and there's a big match starting.
You saw me by the end. It was just, I don't know, I was barely coherent by the the end.
The case ended. The judge was like, finished it all, made his declaration, and for the next 20 minutes, Ben's like, so when are they coming back? It was like, Ben, it's over. And I was like,
I was just scouring Twitter, like, what happened? What happened? They were like,
no,
is
I feel
it
really
over?
bad. When you really do the late night ones, especially when you end up solo or you're doing solo, you start getting quite sad. And everyone's like, "Oh no, Ben's getting sad and tired. This is not good."
Bless John for being there, because if he hadn't, I don't know what we would have done. It probably would have looked like just some guy going insane.
Yeah,
anyway,
thoroughly impressed that you went through it. I was, I think a lot of people I think everybody should pitch in some money. The amount of hours you guys put in is just amazing, and you're really dedicated to it. You really do it professionally. So, I mean, of course, it's an informative style, but very
that's the way. We're no lawyers, Zach. We're never going to even try and claim to even give people any legal advice. So
it would be fun to watch you guys do more legal streams. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to do any more. I've just had enough.
So, what do you think for the second set?
Well, I think we're going to see similar to the first set, if I'm perfectly honest. Danielle Collins come out strong, Tauson peg her back and probably take it again. That's my personal opinion. How do you see it going?
You think Tauson's level might drop a little bit? She have a little dip after that high, or you think she can just keep smashing corner to corner?
I think she's found her range now. I think it's all down to Collins as well, a little bit, because her level dropped. And you saw there was errors coming out, double faults coming out, 4 double faults from Collins in that first set. Not good enough. Unfortunately, against someone who was as powerful as Tauson, and she's quite consistent as well with it. That she's not just powerful; she can keep the ball in the court consistently and deep as well. I think that's the one thing that not many people can do that consistently on the women's tour is get it close to the baseline consistently. Because if you don't do that, you're always in trouble. Like dropping it in the middle of the court all the time, it's just it's bread and butter for most of those people.
Yeah, she's one of those players. Like I mean, she just always seems to be going for it. She doesn't really. It's sort of not like Basilashvili or Ostapenko or something, but she's always, she doesn't want to be at a half level or something. She wants to be going for it, and I think that helps. The sort of simplicity of that helps you to just not get psyched out, not think too much, which is very easy to do on a tennis court, of course.
Yeah,
and the way she swings, she swings in a way like she's just beating you. It's like she's just like, she almost has like a box. She swings her arm like she's about to pound you, and it really looks different than a lot of swings, and there's so much behind it. I don't know. It's interesting to watch. I really like her.
Collins
style.
hiding in the shade at the back of the court. That's quite interesting. Look, while she's waiting for the Clara to look, she's going back there again. That's interesting. She's got a little hiding place at the back of the court where it's in the shade. So she's just dipping back in there for when she can. Yeah, on that top side, there is a bit of shade. So she just takes a few steps back.
Come on, Danielle. You're from Florida. Handle the heat. Come on. Get in it. Troy's going to die over there. It's
40 love now. Big serving.
When his wife gets home.
That's it. Big serving from Tauson right now. It is 40 love. She's going for a game to love. Let's see what she can do here. Into the net with the first. She's not really doing too well on the first serve. All her service stats are pretty even, 60% all across the board. Nice backhand return, but down the line from Tauson, she's got her on the run, and it's a good winner there from Danielle Collins. Well, we've got Yugoslavin. How you doing, Ben? Who is Zach? First time I've seen him. Yes. This is his first time on the stream.
Oh,
That's why, Yugoslav.
Where are you from? He's from a Slavic country there.
There we go. We got Dawn has broken.
Dzień
Zach
dobry,
is
dobry
Zach
dzień.
is cool. There you go, mate. Look,
Oh, thank you. That's appreciated.
Dawn Dawn thinks you're cool.
I appreciate that. That helps me to feel less inadequate here.
Right, we've got Tauson serving 40-15. We'll take you through some of the play-by-play here. Tauson serving out to the forehand. It's a great serve. It's so good, and she disguises it so well. And that's the key with that sort of like. It looks like she's going to go down the tee, but it's like a last-minute whip on like a wrist, like swings it out wide. I really like that serve. What do you reckon on the outfits as well today?
Oh yeah.
Matt.
Oh, yeah. Well, my 5-year-old, I was trying to get good commentary from my daughters. I figured they'd be better than me. And my 5-year-old earlier watching the Collins match was very impressed with how shiny, or it was actually like bright yellow, the Collins shoes were.
Oh, yeah.
But, which I always think that's a good strategy, you know, make people think that that they see a ball out the corner of their eye or something, you know, but she's not wearing those now. So looks pretty, I like the outfits. The Tauson one's very common right now, which is...
Yeah. I'm not mad at it, though. Danielle Collins one's a bit boring, not going to lie. All grey and white. Not the biggest fan of that. We got FT Formula saying, is a backwards cap the mandatory uniform for Game to Love? Yes, it is. We had to send Zach a cap over in the post just to.
I wanted to point out. Yeah, I'm not sponsored yet. So if any, Wilson or anyone wants to sponsor me,
wow.
I'm happy. I'm free. I'm open for the sponsorship. Actually, on the topic of sponsors, I thought it was quite funny that at Wimbledon, Manarino had hydrogen sponsorship, and he seems to have lost it. He had no sponsorship in this tournament right now. And Karatsev had picked up his sponsorship, and then he went and murdered Karatsev. So it was like kind of like a revenge for Hydrogen dropping him and picking up Karatsev.
That is interesting, actually. Yeah, Manarino going with the plain outfit today. I did notice that actually, but I didn't register in my brain.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to pick up. I'm not a fan of the Hydrogen brand, and it just caught my eye.
Not gonna lie, I did flick over. I completely forgot. We finished the other streams. What was it? The Rafa stream, and then I went and had a shower. Came out. I had to start work, and then one of my friends messaged me just saying like, "Oh God, they're in a marathon match." I was like, I completely forgot they were still playing. It's been like about 4 hours. Are they still on court? I completely forgot about it. I was just engrossed with work.
Yeah, it was crazy. It went forever. It went deep into the morning here in Florida, which is not supposed to happen.
Oh, Tauson. What a drop shot there. It seems she's pulling out all the stops right now. 12-shot rally ending up with a drop shot. And Collins, even though she's not playing badly, there just seems that Tauson just has more tools.
Yeah, she's too much.
I
think she's going to walk through the next...
I'm so happy that. How did you have this going in your bracket? Out of curiosity, did you have a Kontaveit around this section instead, or?
Yeah, I had Kontaveit. Yeah,
I think most people. I think it was probably a wise choice. I mean, everybody knows how much I love Annette Kontaveit, but there's certain times for certain people, and I just had a feeling Tauson's time. Maybe that'll become a staple. Tauson time. It's Tauson time.
Tauson time. Yeah, that was a good call. I mean, you beat probably 95% of the picks with that one.
I hope so. Well, I'm sure there's still some people who... I think she has a bigger following than some people think, though. Yeah. We've got Kathy in one of our patrons saying, Zach, where are you in Florida? I'm in Orlando.
Yeah, I'm in the IMG area, tennis capital of the world, right? Bradenton, Florida. So yeah.
Oh, what a shot there from Clara Tauson. How has she done that? It was behind her again. She's hooked it back round. It's gone past Danielle Collins at the net and landed in. It's the breaker serve. What a shot. Best shot of the match.
It's Clara Tauson, Clara Tauson. Give it up from the girl from Copenhagen, the girl who's pretty awesome. It's Clara Tauson. It's Clara Tauson.
Wow. Do you see that?
Yeah, she's a baller. She's a real baller.
What a
I
shot.
think. Yeah,
Look
I
at
can't
that.
believe she's 19 too. She's gonna be. Well, we have a
So
really bright. I love the women's side. It's so much more fun than the men's side right now with all these young up and comers, Layla, Emma,
Yep.
Klaus, and those are like three of your best buttons too. These songs are so good. They get stuck in your head. I have to skip some of them, otherwise I know they're going to be stuck in my head. My family is around singing them here and there because they hear them in the
Wow, that's
background.
nice. Which one's the favorite one for your family? Is there a favorite button?
I feel like the Leila Fernandez one probably, or maybe
Ooh.
the Raducanu one. I don't know if they not sure what they're familiar with until they start singing. But I think the Leila Fernandez one is maybe.
It's always the one that gets the best reaction. That's what we always after. If it makes people want to get up and dance or sing along, whichever one it is, that's what means the most.
The Raducanu one is really good. I mentioned that I have to skip it now because it just will get stuck in my head, but it's a really good one.
We're not playing it ever again this tournament, so you're all right. But guys, if you are just joining us, one of the 200 people, please hit a like on this video right this second. Come on, we're nearly at 100. We're only 27 away. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Join the membership. It is pinned in the live chat. And you can get those special emojis and live chat features. Oh, yeah. And you can get merch discounts if you sign up to the second tier.
The way Tauson is...
Go on.
Oh, sorry. Go for it.
That's all right, mate.
I was just the way Tauson is playing. It's like she got in the zone again, like against Kontaveit, and you could even see this going to getting breadstick here. This is just
she's steady on, Zach.
She's hitting so well. What do people think about the set? Also, you always do good updates on the other matches. What are the updates? I can't use my phone.
Good point,
right now.
actually. I'm so engrossed in this match just because it's Tauson. I haven't even bothered to look at any. I think there's only one other match playing. That's why all the other ones they're all staggered over the next few hours. So the other match playing right now is Zidansek versus Cornet, and Zidansek one set up and now a break.
Wasn't Halep at 7 or Halep was?
She's on next. So I'm not sure which court she's on though. I'll have to. If anybody knows in the live chat, let us know. Otherwise, I may find out before you. Might not though.
So what's your
Go on, sorry.
What's your thoughts on the path? What do you think about the rest of the tournament on the women's side now?
Well, I'm disappointed Rybakina went out because I actually had her knocking out Tauson, which now that's sort of killed my bracket a little bit because now I'd probably just pick Tauson to go through if I'd have known Rybakina was just going to go out injured. But never mind. I think obviously Barty, the strong for me. I don't know what it is. There was just something about this tournament and her not normally doing well in Australia. I just thought this year could well be her year. I don't know why. She won that tournament, obviously leading up. I just think she looks solid. Everybody has to play their best tennis against her to be able to beat her because she can play not her best and still win. It's like a Djokovic effect. It's like she's the only sort of player. Maybe there's a couple of others on the women's side who can do that, not play amazing and still beat most players.
Yeah, and she sort of got over a hump last year with Wimbledon, where she won the Wimbledon with quite a bit of nerves at the end, but the opponent had more nerves. It was and I think that's gonna. I feel like that's gonna give her what she needs in this tournament as well, to kind of be able to get over the pressure of winning at home, playing at home. She's
There's part of me that thinks, wouldn't it be typical? Everybody writing off Sabalenka before this tournament, and she just squeezes through every round, 20 double faults, 25 double faults, going through in 3 sets every time, and then goes on to win it or something in the most weird fashion possible. That would just be typical, I think. That no one's picked her, Like, there's literally no. She's 1% in the women's bracket. I've seen how
Oh
many
my
people.
gosh! Wow.
No, literally no one. And that's what makes me think if you'd have picked her, that you might, if she suddenly turns good and the serve starts popping, she's definitely one of the favorites to win it.
Yeah, she's scary good when she's not psyched herself out.
Well, we got Liam in. He's how you doing? One of our members and patrons saying Zach looks kind of like JG in dad mode. I like it. I like it.
Oh my!
Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Well,
Cheers
we
for that,
have a lot
Liam.
of we share
Vance
some.
likes that one.
Oh my!
Oh, genius.
Yep. Z genius.
That's it. Z genius.
Yeah, Barty's. I thought, I got it. I wasn't calling Georgie to win, but I thought Georgie looked ridiculous. Like, she was looking really good, and I thought she would give Barty more trouble.
That's what I mean, though, and that's when you know there's levels to the game. And she didn't play badly against Barty either. She played pretty well, from what I saw.
I mean, I didn't pick a winner on that one. Going into it, I thought, it could go either way. And it was just, I thought maybe Georgie was finally going to, be in the zone for longer in a tournament, get further. But Barty's just too good. She just has everything, it's like Djokovic. Like, what is she's good at whatever she needs to be good at to beat someone,
Well, exactly. Hang on one sec, consolidation. I mean, she's one of the players who utilizes the slice the best out of all of the women on tour, and it's just something that a lot of the women don't have. It's such a dangerous weapon, and well, she turns into a weapon. It's normally a defensive shot. For her, it can be both, and I think that's such a key. The players don't know how to deal with that because they think, oh, I've trained, I've had people slicing it to me in training. Like, well, all right, just hit the backhand slice. You watch Ash Barty's backhand slice. When it hits the ground, it literally dies. It's like you try and get a racket under it after one bounce. You might as well try and volley it. It's that it doesn't bounce. It skims off the surface. It's a nightmare. She gets that much net clearance.
It's one of the most beautiful shots in all of tennis, in my opinion. She does it so well. It's so elegant. It's
technically perfect.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
I think that's all you can say. Oh, what a backhand that is! Well
it's
done,
funny
Collins.
because watching the Tauson match earlier before this, one, Laura Robson was commentating, and she highlighted how Tauson has a backhand slice that most players don't have, and she uses it pretty well. And it's a little strange that more players don't have that because I don't know, but the way Barty implements it is just next level. I mean, whether men or women, she's just it's hard to think of anyone who can beat her on it.
Great hit in there from Collins. Good serve out wide, and she seems to be good at the 1-2 punch. Good serve out wide, and then firing it into the open court.
Yeah, that's what I thought watching her early was she really likes to widen the court. She really likes to play the angles and pull people around the court until she gets a clear winner. And she's really good at it. It's just you got to be at a higher level to beat Tauson, apparently.
Yeah, Joe Gannon saying, WTF, when I left, Collins was winning 4-1 in the first set. Well, things have changed since then. And we've got Gary, one of our newest members, saying, Zach, you echoed my thoughts on, and always the autocorrect changes Barty to Barry. So just I've done it so many times myself. You echoed my thoughts on Barty. She was so much better than I thought she would be against Georgie. I've a newfound and profound respect. Well, I think everybody has to sort of wake up to how good Ash Barty is. I mean, we disrespected Barty last year. We thought she was out for a year, didn't play any tennis. We thought, how can you come back on tour with not playing any tennis at all and then still be at the top of the game? So we pushed her down to like 7th in the rankings or something. She was injured for half the year and still won a Grand Slam and a couple of Masters. She's that good. That's top level. You don't win those type of tournaments unless you're that good, especially carrying around injuries.
Yeah, you can see when you guys do the picks now. Ben's learned his lesson. Ben's like, I'm not right now. I'm not. Birdie's not going out early in any tournament with Ben. And I love JG really tries to get you to not pick her. He's like boring Ben picking Birdie, and he really tries to. Get you
I was very close to picking Iga though. I'm not going to lie. She was like before we came in to do the draw preview, and before I'd even seen the draw, before I'd even picked anything in the draw, Iga was in my mind that I was going to probably have as my winner. And as we were going through the draw, because I don't even see the draw until we do it, and I was going through, and as we were going through, I've got Iga in my final, and then JG went first. And he was like, right, well, I'm having Iga. And I was like, well, my decision's made then. I'm having Barty, obviously. I'm not going to have the same as you, because GTL curse says if we both have the same winner, it will not win. Rafa last year at Roland Garros, I picked Rafa as well as JG. What happened? Went out in the semi-final. And how often does Rafa lose at Roland Garros?
Yeah, but he tries to get you to drop her earlier in the rounds. He's like, oh, boring Ben picking body. Like, boring Ben picking body, and then it's like, and who you when you finally
I like the JG impression though. I think he'll like it.
And then it gets to his turn, and who you picking? A Barty. Like, because of course he's just trying to get you to not pick.
I know he is. He's well, I wouldn't say a weasel, but he's a little.
He knows he can wind you up. It's a little too easy to wind you up sometimes.
Oh, yeah, it is. He knows. He just starts digging at me. I'm like, oh, my God. I'm going to have to bite my lip.
He knows what gets under your skin. He could probably do it in his sleep, right?
Oh, definitely. It's not because he knows if he just keeps on going, then I'll react to it. That's the problem. Like, because if I just... Because
I counts how many beers you drank before.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing. The more beers it is, then the worse it gets. Like, I'll react quicker. I won't just go like, okay, let's move on. He'll be like, no, look, you're boring. Look, you're boring. I'm like, oh, God, here we go again. Ben. That's it. They're just... So, all right, here comes name caller, JG, bully JG's in the stream.
He probably delays the picks an hour or so too sometimes, doesn't he? Right? It's like, oh, I need another hour.
Oh yeah, he loves it when I'm
drinking.
When I'm at midnight having and I'm like 4 beers deep. He's like, oh look, now we're going to see some hilarious picks from him. Look at this, some terrible decisions being made. I had Benoit Paire winning the tournament last year when we did a midnight one.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I mean.
What tournament did you have Benoit Paire winning?
No idea. I think we did it about 1 a.m. or something. We'd been out, or I don't know. We'd been out for the day having drinks, or I don't know. Terrible.
Yeah, Paris surprised though, beating Dimitrov there, and
I'm guessing this is John saying, has JG had Botox? This isn't JG, just in case you're wondering.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take it all in good stead, Zach.
No,
take the good with the bad.
I'm trying not to laugh too hard at that one. I don't know what it means even. But,
wow.
My gosh.
Just saying you don't have any wrinkles. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm confused thoroughly.
We got Troy in saying, "Great news, guys! The wife just called. She's been on holidays at her sister's for a few days. Just informed me she's staying an extra night. Yes.
Oh my, Troy.
Put another bet on.
Stressing me out, Troy. You're stressing me out.
Put another bet on.
Oh my.
But right, back to the match, Zach. We're deviating. It is 4-2, 15 all.
I mean, I think it's what I thought was going to happen. She was just going to get in her groove, start smashing the ball, and Collins just wouldn't be able to handle it. I mean, Collins covers the court well. She's a fighter, but
it's disappointing.
Tauson.
It's disappointing for me though, Zach. Like, you realize I spent like an hour making the Collins button. I've pressed it once.
I forget it now. It was a good one, right?
If she holds here, I'm giving her the button just because you don't realize, and then you realize JG's super stingy with the button. Guess what?
Yeah.
You're not making the button. You're easy to be like, we're not pressing it. I'm like, I just spent an hour making it. I'm not pressing it.
Yeah,
I want to press it every opportunity. I don't know when we'll cover Danielle Collins again.
Yeah. Well, she's solid though. She's in a lot. She just doesn't. Well, I think that's the thing with Barty. So going back to the topic of Barty.
Look at that. Come on, let's get Collins. She's managing to hit some winners here. We've got to give her a button. Maybe it'll inspire her to come back into the match. Sometimes it does, as you know.
Yes.
AKA Shelby Rogers versus Ash Barty.
Every game she ballin'. She got the moves and she got you falling. The points keep on rolling. Just say her name, it's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins.
Just say your name.
It's so good.
It's one of my favorite buttons. That's what I mean. Every time I make a new button, they become like my favorite button every time.
You're really getting really good. I mean, it's funny when you see the old ones and they have like no singing in. They're so bland. And you're like, oh my god, it's a horrible button. But then every button you make is like it's like getting radio. It's like radio hit quality. It's like
this is why the Azarenka button makes it so much worse because it's so sad.
Well, I don't know what you were doing, but it's just so depressing.
It was such a quick job. You realize that on some of these ones, I was like, I've got 10 minutes and I had 10 minutes to make two buttons on that one. And I was like, right, quickly, what can I make up in this time? And I was like, right, find like a guitar sample. I was like, right, put that in, put a beat to it. Then I was like, right, just sing something now. Azarenka. I just sang that thing.
I mean,
I was like, save, right, do the quick video thing for it. Right, export, upload. And I think I did that and another one in the same stream. I can't remember which the other one was. Both of them were fairly similar, though. I remember.
Tauson serving well too. And I think I like that you have diversity. That you go with different styles. So it's not just one style of music. But the Azarenka one, I don't know what country. I don't know what country.
Wow. It's different. Oh, what a shot from Collins! What a shot! The Tauson's got it back. Collins! What a shot from Collins! What a rally from both players. And we got John saying, Ben, the complete one-man boy band.
I love also when that was a rally. I love when new people show up and they're like, "Who made that song? Who wrote that song?"
I like the people who are like, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's how it starts out. You're like, "What are these buttons? Why do they call these buttons? These are songs."
I had someone in there the other day who was like, "Stop pressing those stupid songs."
That's the best when you get the people who subscribe to comment about how much they don't like the buttons.
Well, yeah, why not? Jump in. You can't like everything. We got Terry saying, "That's your fault, Ben." Danielle Collins coming back now, it seems. Just say a name.
just play at every point and save Troy his marriage. This is what we need.
Well, that's it. I could be saving Troy's whole house. Oh, winner down the line from Danielle Collins now. I apologize, Clara. What have I done to you?
Give her the button. Come on.
Go on then.
Every game she ballin'. She got the moves and she got you falling. The points keep on rolling. Just say her name, it's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins.
Whilst the button's on, Danielle Collins hits another passing shot winner past Clara Tauson. What is going on?
Yeah, she's. I'm telling you, it's the button, man. You control the tennis world. You're a legitimate tennis god.
Well, mate, it's weird, isn't it? Isn't it weird? We got Freya Rack saying, "What a singer! Amazing talent."
Yeah.
Cheers, Freya Rack. Appreciate that. I'm blaming you, Ben, says Terry. Martin saying, I actually love the song. Sinner's my favorite. Yeah, that's a lot of people's favorite. And Troy's like, my shirt just came off. He's loving it.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Is he going to be dancing around the living room? Will she be able to break? She does. It's Danielle Collins broken.
Every game she ballin', she got the moves and she got you falling. The points keep on rolling. Just say her name, it's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins.
And it's the business end now. 4-4. The button has brought Danielle Collins back to life. This ends, Zach. We're in.
Better watch out. Tauson's going to come murder you for doing this to her. This is
I know. I think so. We got Freya saying, I'm crying.
that's awesome.
Coco, I love it. Vance, button galore. Guys, if you haven't hit a like on the video yet, we're 11 away from 100. Let's get those likes in now. Subscribe if you're new and join the Patreon or the membership if you fancy it. And join our giveaway too. You can win 2 tickets to Roland Garros.
You gotta get that in front of Danielle Collins and her team. They're gonna absolutely love that song.
Well, if she wins, then she's doing badly. See, now the song's off. Maybe she just left it on repeat for like 20 minutes. You might have.
I think you disrupted it with that business end button.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
broke
See?
up the rhythm.
Well, no, but she felt the pressure of the business end button. I think you mean to say there. I didn't put her off.
Yes.
It's a big thing, the business end. That's why the briefcase comes out. It means
true.
business now.
Yes.
Great serve from Danielle Collins there out wide. What's this? John saying, what is the first line of the Danny Collins button? It sounds like itchy balling. I can't even remember that. Oh, every game she's balling. That was what I came up with. Then she's got the moves and she's got you falling. The points keep on rolling. Just say her name. It's Danielle Collins.
I love to
Big
the
winner
irony.
there. Sorry.
I was calling Tauson a baller at the beginning. I had not seen this button where you're talking about Danielle Collins being a baller.
She's balling, yeah.
This is
So I think it's an appropriate word for a tennis player, being balling when you're playing. You got tennis balls, this type of thing. Oh, 5 likes away, Zach. 5. You nearly got 100 on your first stream. Come on,
let's go! Come on, guys, give it a like.
That's it.
And I would give I give props to Vance, who's actually boycotting watching the tournament. He's watching all the live scores. He's watching the watchalongs. But he's boycotting the tournament due to the Djokovic scandal. So props to him for that.
Well, right now, Danielle Collins, she's glad that she's not boycotted this second set because it looks like she could be going 5-4 ahead and making Clara Tauson. And I think there might be a button coming again after if she managed to hold her. It's been quite an incredible. Oh, it's into the net. Luckily, it was a let on the first one. Second serve. Collins hit more winners in this match. I think most of them have just come in the last 2 games. Tauson,
really
big
fighting.
Backhand. Big forehand from Tauson. Look at the power. Look how hard she's hitting it.
Yeah, I felt like Tauson dropped off a bit. She wasn't hitting as hard into the corner. She was just trying to stay in rallies more, it looked like. And I was a little bit like, is she trying to coast through the finish line now? I think she needs to get back.
I don't think she's coasting, but
no, I mean,
maybe
for
some pace
streak where she was, and she was hitting it in the center more, not those big wide shots.
Some of the pace has come off the shots. I think that's the thing that I'm noticing. And you see there when she needed to suddenly turn it on.
Yeah,
no.
I think she realized, we're in the business end, right? Ben pressed the button.
That's it. The business end. Once the business end's locked in, the players, the pressure ramps up on them. And right now we're at deuce on Collins' serve. She's had all those button presses, but could it be all for nothing if Clara Tauson can break here? She's moonballed it. Tauson steps in, but it's not a powerful hit from Tauson. Very tentative cross-court forehands from both players. And again, the angle's getting tighter, and it's break point. Clara Tauson, here she comes.
Yeah, I think she woke up a bit. She's like, "Hey, this is going the wrong way," and just started stepping on it again.
Agree with John here. Yeah, Clara was more bullish in the first set. And then we got Molon Lave saying, "I'll be a happy camper if the Greeks win a Grand Slam."
Sakari what?
Oh,
Sakari and Tsitsipas. You're talking
Yeah.
about both of them going?
They can. Well, they both got a chance.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! And she saves break point. Big roar. Danielle Collins loves a big roar, doesn't she, on court? Is this a Florida thing?
She looks mean, I would say. She looks like she would be.
There was one
scary.
thing I was going to say that she reminded me of, and I know it's probably a bit harsh, and I'll probably get clipped for saying it, but like a Cruella de Vil vibe. I don't know if that's it.
I felt bad as soon as I said she looks mean, but she just I wouldn't want to be I wouldn't want to bet the house if she was my wife, and I
get the feeling that
Troy.
she is out there. She's got a few coats made of some puppies, maybe. I don't know. No, I'm joking.
She definitely has the fighting spirit. I mean, a lot of these top athletes do, but she's got it in spades. I don't. Maybe it is a Florida thing a little bit.
Oh, maybe it is. Tauson looks like my complexion when I'm on a tennis court. I go that red. I can't handle the heat, Zach.
Yeah,
Collins is in. Good winner.
Yeah, I want to see more of those challenge JG. Your shoulder's still injured, or you still can't play?
I haven't even been out to try. Yeah,
you haven't been outside.
No, literally,
you haven't been outside for weeks.
I haven't been outside for 2 years, Zach. Zach, I've been stuck in this chair for 2 years. I think I don't even know if my legs work. I'll have to test them out at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, Collins doing well here. She saved break points. She's now got advantage. We're on 99 likes. They're teasing us, Zach. They're teasing us. When are they going to hit that final like button to get us to the magic 100? If you haven't done it, do it this second. Come on, one of you's got to do it. They've done it. Go on. Branch is right. Ben's stuck in the supply room streaming matches. Yeah, I am. Here I am. I'm just. It's just. And that was that a hold of serve in the end. Danielle Collins. Wow, she got out of that one scot-free. And now buttons are going for free.
Every game she ballin'. She got the moves and she got you falling. The points keep on rolling. Just say her name. It's Danielle Collins.
Wow, one game away from. Are we going to be getting a third set on your first watch along here?
Yeah, come on. I gotta root for that. Seriously, I mean, I should really be hoping for that. That's didn't cross my mind, but I think Tauson looks like she wanted this to be over half an hour ago. She's looking a little worn out. I'm wondering if she needs really to work on fitness.
I think it's just having like the heat. Us fair-skinned people, we can't handle it, Zach. When I'm on court, I feel like I'm gonna get heat stroke or something when I'm out in those sort of conditions. I think you have to acclimatize yourself very well to play in those conditions. Oh, look at that in the crowd! They've got some couple of Peronis. Look at that, ice cold Peronis being dished out amongst those two people. He had three, but there was only two of them. Interesting. He's not going back to the bar again for a while. Nice one. A man of my own heart. He's got 2 for himself. 1 for the wife, 2 for himself. Legend. Aussie.
And how you like in the there's some very loud fans in some of these matches. That irritating you?
Nah, they're not. It's not the same.
They're not the American. They're not as bad as the Americans.
The umpires have some balls in this one, in this tournament. In America, they have none, and it just winds me up.
Yeah,
they just allow it to happen as if like it's part of the tournament. We let this happen in America. Well, the players just have to get used to it.
Freedom.
Exactly. Oh, winner from Danielle Collins. What's happened here? She's turned into a world beater again. It's like the Danielle Collins from the start of the match.
Okay, you can press her button a few more times, but then we need Tauson in the 3rd set.
Oops, sorry.
But then my empathy kicks in, and we need Troy to not lose his house. So I don't know what to root for.
Got Freyrax's comment I just left up there. I feel for you, Ben. I've been sitting in my basement for the past 2 years. Sorry, I just left that up on the screen for ages then. With Troy saying, I'm dancing to this button. Well, sort of. Shoulders are moving. Similar to me then. I can't move my legs. I'm just stuck.
But did you really take your shirt off? Do you
it's into the net. 3 set points, break points here for Danielle Collins. Are we going to 3? We could well be, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't give Tauson a button, she can't come back.
Exactly. We got some other players. Not got players in the live chat. What am I talking? We got some players in the live chat. No, we haven't. We've got Eddie Meyer. He might be a player. Who knows? Under an alias. Saying, Ben, all the players love the US Open atmosphere. Maybe not Medibear. No, they were just rude to Medibear. And even though I was cheering for Djokovic to win, I instantly wanted Medvedev to win as soon as they started doing that to him. It's like they swung I wanted to. Like, they affected my decision making on who I want to win the match, which I don't like. I want to be. Go on.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, so I want to be like I want to make my own decisions. I don't want my decisions to be made based upon the crowd and how they're affecting the match. I don't like that.
I feel like they won the match for me.
Oh, what a shot! Tauson, one of the shots of the match. Have a look at that one. Give us your thoughts, Zach.
Well, I'm slightly delayed.
Well, it's coming up.
yeah. I'm waiting. But I think she really, it looked like her level dropped for a bit in the beginning of this set, middle of this set. Wow. Jeez. Yeah.
A half volley on the baseline. It came firing at her. What a shot there from Collins. She's got her out of the court. Can she finish it? She can. She's done it. It is there. And it is 1 set. Oh, Danielle Collins.
Every game she ballin'. She got the moves and she got you falling. The points keep on rolling. Just say her name, it's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins.
Wow. What happened?
She's a beast. She's a fighter, yeah. I think a
love
lot
it.
of players could have checked out, could have checked out a bit with how she was getting demolished by Tauson, and she really just stayed steady, fought harder, and I think Tauson dropped a little bit. She just lost a little bit of I feel like she needs to work on her fitness a little more
she's going for a toilet. No, Danielle Collins going for a toilet break there, Zach. I was going to say, if you require one, you may go for one. I require one, and that's why I'm saying it.
Go for it. So I'm going to be on my own here. I
was going to say, I'm not going to leave you completely on your own because I want to tell everybody about our giveaway for Roland Garros. Make sure you enter this giveaway. It is 2 tickets over 4 days at Roland Garros. If you want to know how to enter, here is. All right, guys, I only managed to have time to go and grab another beer. I'm going to go to the bathroom now, though, and I will. No, you don't have to jump back in. I'm going to put another thing. You can have a 3-minute break, Zach. I'm going to put, unless you want to speak to the live chat on your own, it's up to you.
Oh, I can, yeah, whatever you prefer. Yeah, I have.
It's up to you, man. I can leave.
I will highlight what I heard earlier about next month's giveaway, which was very exciting.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can leave you in charge, and you can just have a chat. You can see the live chat there, and you can. You can't bring any of the. You should be able to be there. It should be the second tab on the right hand side.
Oh, see, I all the time had this private chat thing on. I didn't know there was a live chat there. Oh, see, okay, well, good to know.
So you can go down. You can answer some of the people in the live chat if you want to. I'll leave you in charge just for the second, and then I will be back. I'm just going to use the bathroom quickly.
Yeah. Vanch says I'm captain of the ship now. That's cool. That's good. Yeah. Well, I was just going to highlight. I heard earlier on one of the watch-alongs JG and Ben did that next month's giveaway for members and patrons is going to be a signed Ashley Barty racket, which is I think a pretty awesome giveaway prize. Very exciting. This could really actually even be the year that she wins her home major and gets 3 under her belt, which would be a big accomplishment. We'll see. There's a lot of great competitors still in it. I'm curious to hear at this point in the tournament who people watching think will win on the women's side. If Barty's going to come out on top for the first time at home, if it's going to be one of these newbies, not Rybakina, Anisimova, Tauson maybe, or we might have Sabalenka, as Ben was talking about, which would be a shock to pretty much everyone with her form. I think she's really been. It's really. I mean, if you're a fan of hers, it's got to be heartbreaking to see what's been happening with her serve. I'm not a fan of hers, so I'm sort of happy to see it. But yeah, there's also Krejcikova still in it, looking great. So I'm seeing Anisimova, Barty, better Agassi or Borg. That's a hard question. Borg is one of the ones that sort of I find. Someone is asking here. Let me see. I don't know how to highlight these, and I can't see well from where I am.
Who is it?
Agassi, Borg. Someone asked about who's better, Agassi or Borg, and I was just going to say that Borg is one of the ones that sort of drives me nuts because he didn't live up to his I mean, he retired so young. He was amazing, and he hardly beaten. And then he decided to retire so young. So it's one of those cases that just irritate me. Like, what was his potential? What could he have done if he had, played a lot longer? Interesting one. But I was asking who people thought might win on the women's side now at this stage. So I don't know if you want to highlight some of those answers.
Well, yeah, so what? So we've got Agassi and Borg. Well, Eddie Meyer going Agassi. Coriander going with Borg. And we got my second choice will be Sakari.
Sakari, yeah, she's good. Who was she playing? Who she just started to destroy?
What about this one? I want Azarenka to win just to hear the sad button when she's lifting the trophy. I like it. It would be a groundbreaking thing, like the most sad Grand Slam win ever in history.
I liked the idea that you had of 2 buttons. So when she does something really bad, you can play the sad one.
Maybe. Like, it's already there. So if I make a new one, we can't just get rid of the old ones, can we? Or maybe we can.
Vance wanted me to give out the free merch before you came back. Sorry about that.
What's that? Oh. I don't know. Well, yeah. Where is the free merch?
Yeah, so Terry highlights that Borg was saying he wasn't enjoying tennis anymore. I think it's interesting how you see. I mean, they put their whole life into this, and you see how it drops off for different people. And I mean, back then the careers just weren't so long, but you see how it creates problems in careers, and people just need to step away. There's a lot of players who actually appreciated the COVID break because it made them realize how much they love tennis, and they just started playing more freely again, less pressure, less started enjoying it more again. And you saw a lot of them come back better after that. I've seen a lot of them comment on that.
Yeah, it was a very weird time. A lot of them appreciated the amount of time they got to have at home as well. Like,
Yeah.
so once they'd had all of that home time, they were ready and fresh to go back out on the court again.
Yeah. I think Barty mentioned it. Monfils obviously doing amazing since then.
Yeah.
I'm really I would love to see him. I mean, it's hard to pick anyone over Zverev and Medvedev. I mean, they're just so dominant. But I would love to see him break through and win it, of course.
Got Eddie saying, play the Vicar button. Well, guys, if you want any button played, then you'll have to send in a $10 super chat and we'll get any player button of your choice played on the stream and give you a big shout out as well.
I think in this third set, it's interesting because Danielle is fighting. She's gotten used to Tauson's hitting better. She's covering the court well. Tauson, is she going to step it up? Is she going to start hitting the lines like she did against Kontaveit? She hit a lot of lines against Kontaveit.
Yeah, she plays a very carefree, risky tennis. But Collins is a big hitter when she actually plays. I think she's got really good technique. I think is the thing with Collins. And when her technique goes, you just see her whole game fall apart. She just has to really focus. And I think she's got a solid all-round game. Like quite a powerful hitter as well.
Yeah, and she's one who played college. I was surprised she played at University of Virginia. I worked there actually for a year, Charlottesville, Virginia, which another connection.
Yeah.
Didn't know I had so many connections.
You following her around, or what's going on here, Zach? Is this the story of your life? Following Danielle Collins.
Stuff about her. Yeah.
Wherever she goes, you're always 45 minutes away.
But she played there, and then she played University of Florida, transferred. So she's got that kind of. She's played since she was 3. I read today, so she's got that natural. I think when you played that long, you just have an extra natural touch.
And Zach is Collins' publicist.
I will admit she's not one of my favorite players at all, but I'm she's growing on me with this fighting spirit. When you see her fighting so hard.
So you just travel. You're like a troll. You travel around trolling her. You just want to stay close to her.
I learned everything about her for this stream.
Oh, okay, right, fair enough.
Just tried to be prepared.
Ken Lee in. How you doing, Ken Lee? I'm sorry that JG isn't here for you. We've got Zach, a Djokovic fan, in instead for you. I know that you're probably pretty happy about that.
I'm apparently dad version of JG is what someone said.
Yeah, JG's dad is in for the stream.
All right, with the backwards cap, I'm like the Steve Buscemi meme right that's going around. Hello, fellow kids.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, they notoriously hide their age, which is a little. It's always like how old are JG and Ben? Do I get to meet King Leon now? Is that a privilege you get when you get?
Do we? I don't know. That's what we're asking. The same
King Leon is.
No, we want to know, and we want to meet him. Where is he?
I don't know.
Hopefully, at some point, we will get to meet him.
For a while, I thought he might be one of your parents, and he was, trying to stimulate other. Then I realized after a while, you really don't know who he is. It seems like.
I think angering Troy as well. Don't talk about her like that, Zach. Angering Troy.
Well, she's grown on me a lot in this match. I'm really appreciating her fighting spirit, her kind of her tenacity. Can be scary, but it's also
you might know the same people. Who knows? You might have some mutual friends.
Yeah.
Your paths keep crossing. Where next? On GTL? Is she going to come on? You're going to do an interview with her?
Well, she's younger, so I think she followed me, actually, not the other.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, maybe.
No. It's just a funny coincidence.
Let's see what the court says.
I also found her boyfriend was apparently a great lacrosse player. And that's not him. He's a very fit guy.
This is big in America, isn't it? This lacrosse.
Well, it's not, but I thought it was another funny coincidence because my 7-year-old was practicing learning lacrosse at PE this week. So I was like, well, what is going on with these connections? But he's quite very ripped. I don't know. I haven't seen Badosa's boyfriend, who I guess you're a big fan of. But
wow, he's hot stuff. That guy. Cool.
But But keep your eye out in the stands for Colin's boyfriend, because he's quite ripped. He's
Oh. Does he have his top off all the time in the stand?
I
That
don't know.
why?
Does
Just sat there,
Badosa?
just flexing.
No, he leans forward and you can see he's a very fit guy. He's,
Oh. Wearing very baggy, one of those like gym vests. Is that what he wears to the?
I don't
Like
think
one of those
so.
gym guys who wears like one of those vests that's got the hole all the way down the side.
I think
It's
you're
just
taking
like,
this too far, Ben. You're taking this too far.
well, everybody knows who those guys are. Come on. Oh, look at this
my.
rally. Great rally. Tauson's on the stretch. At least she gets to hide in the shade every once in a while, but that's not good enough. It's into the net, and it is breakpoint Collins. Seems like she's on the comeback right now.
I see someone asked if I played college. No, I'm a horrible tennis player. I played football, soccer, not American football, soccer very competitively for a while as a youngin, and that was my sport. I played tennis. I got into tennis. I enjoyed watching Sampras Agassi when I was younger. A lot. I thought Sampras was going to be the GOAT forever when I basically around the time I stopped watching. Then I came back and I hear people talking about Federer and Nadal being the GOAT, and I was like, what happened to Sampras? I was like, where did he go? Like, what are they doing that's so great? So it was. I took a long break from watching and playing, and
yeah, I remember the changeover, Federer Sampras changeover. It was a sad time. I was a big Sampras fan.
Yeah, me too. I was.
Yeah, we got Ken Lee, and Ben is clearly an ageless vampire that sustains himself by disliking great players. Who's another great player I can dislike?
Who are you disliking now?
Ken thinks I've got it in for Rafa. So because JG and Ken and John have their like Rafa fanboy fan club that they all join together. I can like a player, but there's only certain players that you can pick as your big fans of. You can't be big fans of all the big players, because it just doesn't work. Because when it gets to those crunch matches, you don't know who to cheer for. So I was always cheering on Murray. Murray obviously not in the picture anymore. So ever since he's been out of the picture.
Did you see? He's got the cheetah mask on her boyfriend there.
Okay.
Watch out. But
yeah. Ever since Murray was out of the picture, though, it's just been like a three-way race, isn't it? And I enjoy watching all of them on their predominant surfaces. I think that it's great that they all are sort of specialists on certain surfaces. But I don't know. There's no hatred towards Rafa at all. I know that there's always people JG's going to keep on digging me and trying to drive that narrative. But I've adamantly said constantly on the stream, the only thing that makes me dislike Rafa is his passion for Rafa and the way that he is. Like, there's such a thing as a bad loser, but there's also such a thing as a bad winner as well. And that's that type of mentality that gets under my skin. He gets under my skin whatever he does, I think, when it comes to tennis. So I think whoever he's supporting, I instantly want to lose. I don't know why, but it's just the way it is. We'll rarely support the same. We'll rarely support the same player, because I know that he'll try and rub it in my face if that player wins. So it makes me want them not to win. So I'm sure people can understand that.
And maybe you can highlight Andre Rubio had a good feeling sorry for me that I missed the best era of tennis, and I definitely feel I feel that myself. I feel disappointed that I wasn't really watching tennis. I wasn't watching tennis at that time. I started watching when my first daughter was born in 2014. You spend a lot of time on the couch when you have a newborn, and the U.S. Open was on, and I was watching that, and I was like, I had realized I'd gotten too old to really enjoy soccer like I used to, and it just I couldn't play it as like I used to, and I've always loved tennis. It's always been one of my top 3: soccer, basketball, tennis. And I started watching. I was like, man, I'm gonna get it. I love tennis. I got really into it, and that was when Nishikori beat Djokovic, and ironically Nishikori is like my favorite player, but I and Djokovic one of my favorites. But I think there's so much it's a personality sport. You connect with a personality, you relate to it, you like it, something about it. It's such a personality sport. So I just find myself really liking players who I really like their personality, and of course how they play matters as well. But,
for me, it's sort of that comes first. The
yeah, I mean,
personality sort of is as a second fiddle. Like I would wish sometimes their personality would match their match play, but it doesn't. Like unfortunately, like one of my favorite players, obviously, as I keep saying, is Karatsev, and we even interviewed him, and it was like pulling teeth trying to talk to him. It was so tough. And everybody's had that problem with him, but it's just the way he is. I'm not going to change my view on him. I love watching him play. I think that when he plays his best tennis, it's incredible. I can't.
I love that stoic personality, and I think that he gets all that. He gets a lot of power from that. He's just. I like that stoicism kind of.
Yeah, but there's something. There's always different personalities. Like on the tour, if everybody was a big like, come on after every like thing, he doesn't do any of it. He just literally is just the same.
I love that.
Through the whole, it's like an assassin or something, like a ninja or something on the court. He just goes about his business, bang, bang, blah, blah, like that. And then just if it either works or it doesn't work. If it's working, be scared because nothing misses. It's scary tennis.
But I know what you mean. There's players who I love watching them play, but I don't like them really. And there's other players who I like them, but I don't really care for how they play. And then the ones that rise to the top are the ones where I really like their personality and I like how they play. And it's like I don't know. I think that's got to influence everybody on.
Well, I think tennis. Everybody can agree that people like a Monfils, they're sort of generally respected as like entertaining, and no one dislikes watching Monfils play. I mean, surely.
Absolutely love. Yeah, he might be my wife's favorite. We got a few, but he's just so lovable, and he's such an artist. He's like.
I don't know. You can't not help but love him.
I would love to talk about, but I guess we don't want to upset the viewers. This is turning out to be a tight third set. This is really Collins is here to play. She's balling. She's really looking good. I think
got Coco in. I said, I agree, Ben. Who was he talking about? I was watching him play against Karen and found it bizarre seeing him celebrate so passionately when he won a break point.
Talking about
who are we talking about? Just
Nadal.
Confirm.
Talking about Nadal.
Are we talking about Nadal or Karatsev?
I think talking about Nadal playing catching off. Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to go into. I respect and I love all those greats. I just I connect more with Djokovic's personality and his kind of.
Oh yeah, you're an anti-vax, are you?
No, I just
don't answer.
Yeah,
don't answer. Abort, Zach. Abort. Zach's had to leave us for a sec.
I mean, it's something a lot of people appreciate. He's very open and real. He's very authentic. He's not so PR. Kind of manufactured. I don't know. And he's
like
very deep.
You like the interviews where they try and go for him, and then he comes back at them. Those type ones. Why do you keep picking everything? Like everything I do on the court, you want to pick like these little things. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah,
why are you smashing your racket? Why are you smashing your racket? You're not scared you're gonna hurt someone? It's like, no, it might snow in the arena.
How does it feel being the bad guy on tour? It's like, well, I don't really see myself as the bad guy.
That one was such a.
That was very.
I'm sorry to say, it was a dick move. That
was horrible. And it turned out that wasn't a journalist. That was a producer for one of the companies.
That guy. The rights. I mean, what are you up to? Why are you asking that type of question? You're a complete tits.
But that's what people highlight. He wasn't a tennis journalist. People were starting tearing. Oh, tennis journalist, and he wasn't. He was a producer for one of the networks that had the rights to run Wimbledon, and it was that kind of it was horrible. But Marchenko's response was
that's what I was gonna say. I like Marchenko actually made the most of it with that little meme video. It was funny, really well done.
That was so good.
Guy.
Yeah, that was so. Marchenko's, he had a great response recently too about the whole thing. I like him a
Yeah,
lot. He's
yeah. His video. Go check out Marchenko's channel. Friend of the podcast. Actually, one of my Facebook friends, which is weird to say now. I know, bit random. I just post things on Facebook, and Marchenko's just liking my posts on Facebook, which is weird. Yeah, that's a
He's
bit
hilarious.
random.
I mean, it looks like he's moving into his own, tennis media space. I really, he's really smart.
He's
Guy
a funny
too.
guy, like Marchenko. We're going to get him back on the podcast again soon. He's obviously been involved, posting a lot of stuff, funny bits and pieces during this Djokovic saga as well. So he's been sticking up for Djokovic, but he's also been poking a bit of fun at it as well. So similar to what we've been doing. We've been trying to cover both angles, but then I go and release a song which riles everybody. I can't help it. You're giving me ammunition as a creative person to make it wasn't even me. I didn't make it. It was the GTL live chat. They made it. They said do a song called Triple D, defaulted, dominated, deported, and I was like, challenge accepted.
Well, you were like a Novak, super fan hero with the with the videos last year, going for 21. The goat settling the goat debate.
Settling the goat debate, yeah.
So you became a huge, a lot of Djokovic fans, I think, latched on. Like Ben's awesome, and then you put out the deported one. Like, this guy Ben sucks.
I know. I lost a lot. We lost a lot of subscribers. I'm telling you.
Did you really? Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, mate.
Oh.
People take all this stuff like pretty serious. I don't know. People don't know. Some of them are nice. Some of them know how to take a joke. I mean, come on.
I'm a huge Djokovic fan, but
you gotta have a laugh, haven't you?
There's too much people. We're just very prone to tribalism. We have big problems with that right now. We won't get into that. But
Jamie in. He's like, oh, Facebook friends.
Yeah.
Hey, friend.
Ben's name dropping here. Interviewing Ferrer, Burdick, friends with Marchenko.
Oh, mate, don't. Let's not start with those ones. That was ridiculous. But anyway, this one's 30 all. Tauson.
Yeah, can you put a poll out?
For what?
Can you do who's going to win this? Because it's so tight now.
It's a bit late. I can do one in the live chat now. I'll do a quick poll.
It's so tight now. It's like seems like a good time.
Tauson.
And you think, Collins has 26 winners and 18 for Tauson now.
Right, vote in the live chat.
I think Tauson needs to work on keeping her level up. For she just dropped off. She was got tired. I think maybe after the battle with Kontaveit, and she's 19. I mean, no disrespect. This is when I was 19. Jeez, you could have run over me.
Oh God, I know. Thinking I was probably even more beers deep than I am now. Which is obscene.
I'd be lucky to get a ball back in the court against her.
That's it. Got Vanch in. Cheers for the super chat, Vanch, who's saying "Nole fam" to Ben. This is a tu bruta.
I appreciate Vanch a lot, but his stuff during all this has been one of the gems. I know he's very upset. I'm very upset. I mean, I'm still. It's hard to deal with. He just became a political pawn, and it's so unfortunate.
Horrible to see, really.
And if he hadn't sent that tweet, he would have just gone through border force, and it's just.
Yeah, probably. He didn't need to post anything, did he? Just not post, said something. You could have just.
And don't want to get on. I mean, he just thought he was in. He thought, okay, I've got it. I'm going. If I can finally say, I think you can blame a little bit the media that hounded him for 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, but you're going on a 20-hour flight. Like, there's a day between you posting that and then you landing, and
Twitter takes another victim, man. Twitter.
Why not just post it once you've got in? Like, once you've got the other side, just go.
I don't think it crossed his mind that he wouldn't get in. I mean, and the thing people forget is these guys. He's traveled for 20 years, almost nonstop. He's used to
during pandemics.
Yeah, but I mean, he just thought like the mix up with the thing with the forum. The not mentioning he was going to Spain. I mean, they've traveled how many? I mean, hundreds, thousands of times. I'm sure they have a system. They just fill out the form. They they don't worry too much
Well, at
about
the
the
end of the
details.
day, it didn't matter because they didn't kick him out due to the medical exemption.
Yeah.
After all those things, they said, actually, it's fine. We're just going to kick you out anyway.
Oh man, the number of
That
times
was the
story
stupid thing out
changed.
of all of it.
Yeah.
It was just, we went through the whole run of the mill thing with the whole thing and just about a medical exemption. Oh my God, was it because of this? Was it because of that? Was it? No, actually, it's just your character. Get out. That was pretty much the end of the argument. No, it's not even about anything anymore. We just don't like you. Get out. Terrible way to end.
These two seem locked in, like I think of the animals with the horns, the antler. They were just like
I know. So it's actually lived up to the bill. This match, I thought it was going to be as good as this, and I was right.
I did not. I messed up. There's been so many of these matches. You think they're going to turn out good, and then one of the players just plows the other one. I mean, Azarenka, Svitolina. I mean, that was sort of. Azarenka has a history of,
Jean's up. Good morning, lovely people. Hello, Jean.
Jean.
Come on, mate.
Jean's been devastated by that as well. Let's not go back to Joker.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Let's save Jean the pain of talking about that again.
Yeah.
Right, let's get to this match anyway, Zach. Come on. We got to do it justice. This is an epic match on GTL right now.
I can't see who is leaning to win this, It's really
no, neither me.
They're both they just look locked in like it's
the poll is saying 54% to Collins, so slightly different to the win predictor.
Even the poll is close to 50-50.
It's only 40 votes though. So get voting if you haven't already. Oh, Gene's saying, hey Zach. Damn, you look good.
Oh my! I like the compliments JG was getting the other day and getting he couldn't handle reading the super chats and
he didn't read it first. That was the problem. And read it as he was reading it. He's gradually just sinking. Like, oh no, what have I just started reading?
So
it's so funny.
Oh, Collins is roaring like a lion.
Wow. I think we're overdue a button on the stream.
Yeah, Colin. Don't give Collins a button. Well, Troy needs it. All right.
I don't know. All right. We'll hold off. We need to see
give her a
super
button.
Special.
She had a wicked winner there to win that game. She deserves it.
Did she? Let's have a look at it again. I'll decide.
She deserves.
It's a pretty good winner, to be fair. I think it's button worthy. In slow motion. Yeah, go on.
Every game she ballin'. She got the moves and she got you falling. The points keep on rolling. Just say her name, it's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins.
Open a can of worms now, Zach. Look, Jamie's in.
just avoid it.
Said, I think they sent Novak home based on the fact that he couldn't be trusted with COVID protocols as he didn't comply with his in Serbia after he got getting the test. And I think that's a fair point. Isolate until the result. Well, with that, I think that was one of the key factors of the whole thing. And I know that everyone's just going to be saying that, hey, he wore a mask, he stayed up. Yeah, but it didn't matter. Like, that was like a character reference point for him, is because we don't even know if he really had it or not. And that's the truth of the matter. It's saying he did. We don't know if he did. That was their case for him getting into the tournament, is that he did. So he might not have had it, but if he did have it and he went out, it looks bad on him. If he faked it and it wasn't actually there, it looks bad on him. So either way, it looks bad on him. That's the problem with that whole scenario there, is if he just stayed in and cancelled that thing, none of this probably would have happened.
Oh, there's so many things. There's so many things to be irritated about on all sides, on every side. Yeah, well, there's Molinlove says that Halep won the first set 6-2, so she's cruising again. That's
How about the other ones? Really Dancic and Cornet 1-1 as well. They're locked.
Who
same
was
as
it?
This match.
Cornet? Was that Muguruza? Who did Cornet knock out?
Wasn't it
That was
Muguruza?
Muguruza, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cornet was on fire, and she's going for a record. She's going for like 30 majors in a row or something. She's basically ready to retire
Wow.
once she sets a record for 30 Grand Slams in a row. I mean, majors, Grand Slams, whatever you want to call them.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's wild. I had no idea she'd been.
Just seeing that we've just gone past 2 a.m. now. So I'm enjoying myself so much. Don't even see what the time is. What
Yeah,
time is it where you are?
That's a good question. I can't see the clock. It's 9:15 p.m. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
So
it's
the whole
good.
night ahead.
Yeah, well, you miss those the prime time evening events. They're like at 3 or 4 a.m. So this is
Yeah,
unfortunate.
well, yeah,
Unless
same
Karatsev
here.
lasts till like noon.
It's a crap. I don't know what he was doing.
That was
Ridiculous. Didn't ever want to finish by the looks of it.
Yeah, this is looking. I love watching the women's tennis. There's like 60 players who could win a Grand Slam. It's like ridiculous,
I know, it's great though. It makes it so
Yeah.
interesting. Those draw previews, pretty much impossible to pick.
Yeah, totally. And it's just makes it so interesting and fun. And Jean's saying he's upset that Kontaveit got knocked out. I'm a big fan of Kontaveit. I wasn't thrilled about that. But
back to this match anyway. Oh, Collins gone the drive volley. Too good. 40-30. Tauson trying to level this one up at 3-all. I'm trying to work out if Jamie's made it onto the leaderboard.
I feel like there's another break in this. It's not gonna. I'm not saying this game, but I don't think they're gonna go to a tie break. I think someone's gonna get broken.
Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Clara Tauson, or is it gonna be Danielle Collins? Good return there from Collins. The backhand's looking so good on Collins. Now I can see why she runs around the forehand. That backhand
her backhand is wicked. That's what I would notice watching the other match. She was pounding those backhands.
Yeah. So back at Juice, is this the moment?
Just flies across the court. It's like there's like the air's not even blocking it anymore. It's like Fernandez. Fernandez has that kind of backhand. I love it, but it's she needs to get a little more. It's either hitting or it's missing, and it's like if it's missing, then game over. And it's like she needs to kind of have different levels for it. Different. If she's not hitting it, she needs to have a better system. It seems for changing her pace up or something. Trying a different shot. It was very sad to see her go out so quickly.
Yeah, it was a bit sad, but that's what happens, unfortunately, Zach. Some good players have to fall by the wayside in these big tournaments.
And unless you're picking Krejcikova, Sakari, or Barty, it's like you better not pick anyone who made it to the semis or quarters of the last 4 Grand Slams.
Exactly.
It's crazy. I think Tauson just needs to up it a little bit more, and she's just not. She's just dropped off. I don't know if maybe all these matches have just worn her out, and she's just not able to hit the shots like she was in the other.
Nah, I think it's just a pretty even match, to be honest. It's a bit back and forth still. I don't think.
Yeah, it's an even match, but she could be like she could be dominating like she did against Kontaveit. She could be smashing the corners harder, and she's just not able to. It seems she's gotten too tired.
A little bit. Halep up a break in the second set now. Let's have a look how the poll's going. The poll is currently saying 51% for Collins, 49% for Tauson. That's how close this one is. If it was 50-50 a second ago, got a few more votes for Collins by the looks of it. Get your votes in the live chat.
Troy, are you sweating? Can we get an update from Troy?
Yeah, how's Troy doing?
And did he really take his shirt off at some point? Is he that into it? I'm curious. He's
Amy's saying, do I make it onto the leaderboard with another super chat? I popped you in there. You're level with Ruari Fatima. And you can have a player button as well. You can have a couple. If you send in another one, I'll give you 2 player buttons, mate. Go on, and then you can get yourself up into a clean 4th spot, which will knock Rari and Fatima off and Ken Lee down to 5th. Oh, John Silk just got back from the pub. How you doing, Silky, Silky, Silky? The Silk Report.
Let's see.
Such a silky entrance, John. Jean saying hi, John. Oh. How many drinks did you have, John? Well, everyone's interested in John's pub trip. You don't have any drinks tonight, Zach?
No. I had some coffee and I haven't even been drinking the water here. It's too engaged.
What would be your drink of choice if you had to select one drink that would be your drink? What would it be?
Ginger ale, I think. Yeah.
Ginger ale. No alcohol in that ginger ale, or
No, I don't.
you're a teetotal man.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
very admirable.
Now I'm gonna be booted. I'm gonna be booted.
Right, he's out. He's
not a good topic.
He's off the stream. He's off the stream.
Yeah.
Not even just like a sherry at Christmas.
No.
That's what my grandma always used to have. Sherry at Christmas. Just a sherry at Christmas.
That's funny. No, we get.
I don't know why
fake stuff. Yeah.
Why not? So, what would you have? Like, if you were to go to a bar, did you have like a mocktail or something like that?
No, I would just get a ginger ale or something like that.
Ginger ale.
I'm a ginger ale fan.
What about a shandy? Are you allowed a shandy, or is that just...
what?
Oh yeah, see, I don't know this. This is not the American lingo. It's where you have like half lemonade and half beer in like a pint. So it's it's just like a soft drink, really, but it's half beer.
I'm strict about it. Hardcore Djokovic style is.
Wow.
Yeah.
We've got Jamie in saying Man versus Nadal. Well, that's Manarino. Straight sets, in my opinion. What do you think?
That's a hard one. I would say straight sets as well, but Manarino's been surprising everybody, and he's such a strange player. With that short backswing, the redirection. He's so clever. I don't know. But Nadal's I don't know. I think Nadal's.
For me, it's the perfect matchup for Nadal.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I think he just plays a defensive style of tennis, Manarino, and it's just asking to be punished. So if you've got an offensive person who can actually hit into the court, I think Rafa just cleans him up. I think.
Yeah, was that you and JG talking about that, or was that Gil Gross, or?
That
was you and JG, I think.
Yeah, I think it was both of us earlier on today. I think it's works well for him. It's much better than a Karatsev, because Karatsev can potentially just power winners off of either side. Manarino, he just barely hits unforced errors. He just keeps it in. And if you're a misfiring player who's not consistent, it works against them, not Rafa.
Yeah, he seems like the perfect player for.
I think Hachanov's probably would have beaten Manarino. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
So
Manarino's. This is as far as Manarino's gotten in a major. He's quite far for him.
I don't know. Probably not. We got Vance saying Zach, ginger ale, Ben, and then Ben, disappointed dad look.
Oh my.
Troy saying, Mrs. Zach, are you in the house? We're not getting Zach's wife on here, Troy.
Oh, no.
Just calm down, mate. Look, Zach's the first time on here.
We have a
need to relax. John Silk saying, I love mocktails, by the way. Don't diss the mocktails.
Yeah, I'm not dissing it. I'm just, I'm trying to avoid this subject.
I think it's me that he's talking to. I don't think he's saying that you're dissing mocktails.
Oh, you were. I don't think you were dissing, were you? I don't think so.
Well, they don't have alcohol in, so I wouldn't be like advertising them.
Yeah, no, definitely not. No, it seemed like you were just being polite.
There you go. John still confirming Manarino is kind of funny. just annoying.
He's
Oh,
very, very
good
annoying.
analysis from post pub John Silk there. Do
Yeah,
you want to
but
do a
what-
Silk report now, or go on for some late night analysis?
I think you guys were saying talking about it really really well. That that's like the perfect guy for Nadal to play. Right, he
Yeah,
just
I
plays
think
his
so.
aggressive tennis, and Manarino's done. It's sort of like when Federer got Gasquet at Wimbledon. It was like,
Yeah,
oh, can you
one
give him a
Nadal got
better?
Gasquet as well. Everyone
Yeah,
gets
but I mean,
Gasquet.
last year, like Federer was like just sort of kept getting a player that was just at the level he could.
Just the right one, wasn't it? And then he played her catch and got bageled. Yeah, great.
Hurkacz was really good in that tournament. He was.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
isn't it weird that like Collins has taken the lead against Tauson, but then Tauson has now taken the lead against Collins in the poll, 51%.
Yeah. I think Towson started hitting those hard. I think she's just trying. She knows she's at the end here, and she's got to step it up. However tired she is, she just has to start hitting those shots. But Collins, she looks like she's gained energy through this match. Like she's just getting really pumped.
It's just Towson's demeanor on court I wish would change. That's all. That's the only thing I want her to change is just smile a bit. She doesn't smile very often on the court, that's for sure.
No.
She always
Yeah.
looks a bit worried. Oh, that was a terrible second serve. So long. Double fault.
Yeah, I think I saw her in the interview after the last match smiling, and I was like, wow, look at that. I've never seen her smiling. Like this is she doesn't smile when she's doing well. She doesn't smile when she's doing badly, of course.
Jamie, sorry, I didn't
worn out.
update you on the top tippers. I will just do that now, sir.
Oh, Manarino's been to fourth round of Wimbledon 3 times. Yeah. Oh, he was very happy. He's one that doesn't really smile. He was smiling a lot in that match. It was cool. Good to see. Nice to see him.
Let me just update that. Sorry, I have to do this thing normally and update all of the top tippers and stuff as we go. It just becomes a little bit of a maths equation when I'm doing this. Sometimes people send it in different currencies and have to convert it and then update it. But there you go. Jamie's on the board. He's in 5th. He's knocked Fatima and Rari off the bottom of the board. Jamie, which button do you want? Because you got one button. You don't get 2 buttons, you get 1 button. He said Jocker and Fed buttons for the other 2 goats. But I may be a Nadal fan, but I respect the other 2 goats. But I said you need to do another $10. You sent $2. How generous am I feeling tonight? Am I feeling generous? How generous?
Yeah,
I'll let Zach be the decider.
As long as he doesn't ask for Azarenka, I'm fine. I think
he really doesn't
handle
want
another
to
Azarenka song today.
It's business end though. We know we're getting that button first. Here we go. Business end 4-4. That's right. We're getting close. We're getting close to the bitter end. I will upload some buttons for you. Don't you worry. And when we get a lot of,
sorry,
go on, mate.
I was just since there are always a lot of Nadal fans. I think Hubie would actually have been not that hard. Hubie's also just not. He's too defensive, and Nadal would, I think, have been fine. That I think Karatsev was a big risk for Nadal up to these rounds, and he just wasn't hitting his shots, and he really seemed to be irritated by Manarino. He didn't like Manarino's cat and mouse game.
No, it's a bit. I know it's like anti-tennis in some way, shape, or form. Like Munar was exactly the same. Karatsev's had a terrible draw, really, when you think about it. For his style of game, it's terrible because he's not the greatest player. That's obvious, but he does require somebody to actually be like a hitting partner with him in those big matches. And if you just want to be one of those people who just goes, nope, just back in the court. Oh, back in the court. Oh, looped up. Back in the court. Back in the court. And they just run for the whole 5 hours, however long they play. It's a nightmare for him because he can't hit winner after winner after winner. he's not that consistent. So it sort of works against him.
I swear, Danielle Collins has gotten more energy as the match has gone on. She's surprising me a bit how she's just increased her level. Tauson looks too defeated.
All right, lay off Tauson.
Play her button, Ben. Come on, do something.
Well, I'm waiting
useful.
for something big. She's
Come
doing
on.
all right. There's a big forehand.
Just give her
that's
the
a
button
terrible
so she
forehand. Oh, she's blasted that wide.
Oh my! You see, you won't give her the button. This is what the problem is.
Well, she has to do something, Zach. She can't
No,
just press
she
it.
needs the. It's a chicken and egg situation,
I
Ben.
can't just willy-nilly just be pressing buttons.
JG would approve.
Oh, he's the stingiest of button pressers. Unless there's
Why-
Rafa playing,
Why
he
is
gets
he
played,
so stingy?
played
the
after.
buttons?
If you see Rafa just line his water bottles up and he gets a button pressed.
JG is very sometimes emotional with his when a player he really likes is playing. He wears it on his sleeve, which is
I know.
totally
Tell me
fine.
about it. Rubs it in your face as well. That's why.
But why is he stingy with buttons? He just feels like they have to earn it. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, no,
always
he's
says.
like he has
You have
to.
earn
Yeah, he
it.
has to earn it. Whereas me, I'm just more like a button bonanza.
I think
when
he's got a
come
very
on.
high standard for these players. He's like they can just. I mean, what would he do on the court? I mean, how much would he earn his button?
Diss JG night. It's not dissing. We're just discussing. Kathy, come on.
I think he requested it, so I'm hoping it's humoring him. That's the goal.
That's it. I'm sure JG will love it. If he watches back, he'll just be happy that Zach's just joining the bants. That's all.
But
Yeah, Freya's saying, yes, you can, Ben. There's never enough pressing of buttons. Yes, I agree.
I felt like Ben had a lot at him with the Skatov. Is that his name? I forget even his name. Skatov?
Yeah, Scatter.
Yeah.
How dare you forget his name? What are you
He
doing?
took a lot of
I'm trying to
hits for
build him
Skatov.
up here. I'm
I
trying to
know.
build him up. His profile was growing. You're
He took-
crushing him again.
He
with
took
these
a lot of hits for
comments.
Skatov and for boring Ben in the past couple. I felt like we had. I was trying to think of who JG picked that would you could make fun of, but
Well,
I
the main one was his.
couldn't remember.
His world number one for the year was Muguruza. So she went out
Oh.
pretty early and dropped 1,200 points.
Well, that's
So-
a little hard. That's a whole year thing.
That was the one that
something
sort of-
shorter term would be.
It
nicer.
flew under the radar a little bit, so he was keeping very quiet about it. But
Hmm.
we have to
Yeah,
if she goes out early in the next Grand Slam, I think it's going to be getting. Well, I need Badoza to do well. So
Yeah, he
Danielle
doesn't
Collins.
He doesn't highlight too much when his picks miss a lot.
Yeah, weird that, isn't it? Isn't it funny? That's what I said to him. I was like, "Isn't it funny when you're not doing that well? I don't really bring it up, but when I'm not doing well, you just straight in, just want to embarrass me on the stream." But
Was
I
that off
said, well,
camera? That was during a.
No, that was off camera.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I said, "Don't worry, I'll start doing my homework on your brackets." I said, I'll dive back into some of your old brackets."
Yeah. I wanted
but
to pull it up, but I'm
everyone
using
could-
my phone for the video here. So I can't-
Everybody can. That's what I mean. Everyone can laugh at my dark horse and Lee going out first round. Didn't hear anybody laughing when I picked Sophia Kenin to win the Australian Open, did they? No, they were going,
That's
"Oh,
a deep pool.
Ben, what a great pick." He was like, "Yeah, it was lucky. It was lucky, that one." You know, well, what dark horse isn't lucky? Come on.
But Ben.
I like it. This is a good impression.
I
He's
have
going to enjoy this.
Yeah.
There's been some good JG impressions on this from JG's father, who's joined us tonight.
But Ben, have you ever sung a song?
Still the
Super
Mary
califragilistic.
Mary Poppins thing. I can't get over. It's genius. I can't wait to bring it up. That's a new thing for the channel, and I thank you, Zach.
Oh, I loved it.
It's now going to be part of one of my new buttons. I think there's going to be some Mary Poppins vibes on some JG player buttons.
Well,
Some
there's so
chimney
many
sweeps.
accents. There's so many accents across England. You have like 50 accents across that small country. But I swear I'd never heard someone who sounded just like the chimney sweep. And what was his name
Silk.
even?
Quick to cut me down. Yeah, but you also had Kenan to do well in 2021. Yep. Well, you win some, you lose some, John Silk.
John Silk was teaming up on you with him. So I thought you needed a little bit of...
Rafa, though, isn't it? It's just this Rafa. He just they get protective. Like the Rafa fans are like, they don't feel safe on their own. So they all go like bunched together. like that's like any of the big three, like... lovers, they all go, quick, we'll all go together into this little syndicate where we are, and we'll fight together. But it's fine. You can all go over there. I know once they've all retired, then I want to know who everyone's supporting. That's what I keep saying, like to the Djokovic fans as well. You're so angry right now. Why are you so angry for? Like he's going to retire in about like 5 years' time. You're going to have to support someone else, or you're going to just give up tennis. Because if you give up tennis, you're not a tennis fan, are you? You're just a Djokovic fan. So at the end of the day, that's just the way it is. Anyway, we're in potentially the final game.
Finish. Oh, she's pumped. Tauson looks she needs to wake up. Like someone get like curious. Go grab a Pepsi if you need to.
Troy's house is nearly safe right now. 2 points away from saving his house from going on the market.
Florida girl saved him. Florida woman saves man's house.
That's it.
But then who lost? Someone lost a house on the other end of that bet, huh?
Johnson, exactly. Somebody always loses. The house always wins. Right, serving, love 30. Terrible serve there from Clara Tauson.
It's that Florida background that's working for her here. She knows how to play. She knows how to power through the heat for a couple hours, and Tauson is just like burnt out. She's like,
I'm ending the poll, Zach. It ended on 50-50. Like that we couldn't be split. So
wow.
Still got that comment up about my Kenan bad pick.
Well, Kenan, I'm not a fan of Kenan, but
go on, Ted.
But there's so many of these players who just smash it corner to corner on the women's side, and it's fine. Like Badosa, Kontaveit, Rybakina, Pliskova. It's fine. It's fun tennis as well. But I really appreciate those kind of Barty. That's what I was going to highlight about Barty earlier. It's just that she can do so many different things. The variety. Kenan has it as well. She's got a lot of that, and Halep and I like Azarenka's way. She's an interesting. She's just so fun. She's so smart around the court, and she just runs across.
It's in from Collins on a drive volley from Tauson, and it's match point.
Match point.
Sorry to interrupt here, but this is a big moment in the match.
And before that, the save on Tauson hit like the back corner of the two lines. And Collins was on the other side, and she sprinted across the court to save that, which was ridiculous. That was like...
Can she save the break points, the match points here?
Well, I think Collins has it.
Go. She can't do the ball toss now here. Come on, Clara.
She looks like she's ready
Dylan
to
in. He wants to hear that button again. He's helped make the baseline. Oh, it's close to an
Collins
ace.
deserves a button.
Well, all right. Relax.
It takes so long, though. You can't play it because it's going to...
I know, the whole thing. Oh, great forehand there from Tauson. She saves one match point, but we have got another.
Match point.
Wow. What a moment in this match right now. It is match point number 2.
Troy must be sweating gallons right now.
Yeah, you know. John Silk.
Thank you, Vance. I can barely see the comments because I wasn't really set up in the right way for that. But Vance, appreciate that.
This is the first serve. What's Vance saying?
He's just saying, "Well done today." So it's
okay, nice.
Quite nervous. Yeah. I don't feel like I can live up to the entertainment of the chimney sweep from Mary Poppins. So I appreciate that support.
Backhand to backhand they go. Tauson on the stretch. She goes cross court. Tauson Cross court again. Collins goes down the line. Tauson backhand, cross court backhands. Down the line from Tauson. It's kept in play. Can she finish it? She can. She saves the match point. Clara Tauson brings it back to Deuce somehow.
It's Clara Tauson, Clara Tauson. Give it up from the girl from Copenhagen, the girl who's pretty awesome. It's Clara Tauson, it's Clara Tauson.
Wow.
Yeah, what
Just
a point.
Wow.
She's clutch. She's just that's something
Wow.
about her that I think is really promising for the future. She's so clutch. She really, yeah. And I'm surprised we haven't mentioned that she beat Raducanu in that tournament before.
Troy
before
saying,
the-
I'm on my second floor if things go bad. Is it high enough? Good return here from Danielle Collins. Goes forehand into Towson's backhand. She somehow got it back in play. Danielle Collins hits another clean winner down the line. It's another match point.
Match point.
Wow. Collins. Relentless is the word.
Yeah, she looks like she deserves the lion. That she's really got that
Match point. She's waiting down the other end. What's Towson got? Has she got a big first serve?
Towson's hiding it in the shade as much as possible, huh?
Why not? Get that pale skin out the sun. Second serve. It's in. She attacks it. Tauson on the stretch, cross court. Now she goes forehand, cross court into Collins. Backhand, but it's long, and it is back to Deuce. Come on, Clara.
Oh my.
Clara Tauson. Guys, if you're just joining us for this and you haven't hit the like button on the video yet, hit it right now. Let's try and get to 200 likes. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. Join the membership. It's pinned in the live chat. It's that way. Forget it's the wrong way.
Right, a freaking firecracker, man. This girl, she's
great serve, Tauson. It's into the net. It's advantage, Tauson. God, what a performance here. We saw it from Anisimova this morning in the UK. Yesterday, she saved 2 match points and she came back and ended up winning in the super tiebreaker. Are we going to see the same thing here from Clara Tauson, the young girl from Copenhagen?
She definitely gets a button if she wins this game.
Hell
Save 3 match points right now.
Needs a big serve. Oh, it's into the net. Jean bringing out the emojis, the membership emojis. Come on. Join the membership, guys. Backhand. It's a great backhand. Good slice there from Tauson. It's into the net. She has held, and it is 5-5. It's another business end, Zach. I'm sorry.
Let's get the...
It's Clara Tauson, Clara Tauson. Give it up from the girl from Copenhagen, the girl who's pretty awesome. It's Clara Tauson, it's Clara Tauson.
Amy, I haven't forgotten about you. I've got your buttons ready, but we're just sort of in a big moment right now. We'll wait till the changeover. Send in a live chat comment when we get to the changeover, just in case it gets too dramatic.
I'm impressed. This is a good match. Good choice.
Wow, it's exceeded expectations, if anything. I think here
Definitely for me.
it's a double fault. It's a double fault. Double fault from Danielle Collins.
She's struggled with those.
Echoing. Yes, GTL to 50k. How soon can we get there? On what are we on at the moment? 31. That's long from Tauson. 15 all.
I'm gonna wake up with that Clara Tauson song in my head.
That's it. Keep singing it. Sing it to everyone you see. Go to the shop. Sing it to the shopkeeper. He'll catch on eventually. Eventually, we're going to get them pumped into the stadiums.
The thing, I understand it, but the players who you like yell after point in these kind of moments, I can't. I feel like it spends so much energy.
Yeah, it
can
sort of releases
energy.
a lot of pent up like tense energy as well. So you could see it both ways. It's like when players grunt, they say that they don't breathe unless they do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they don't go, ugh, it's like letting out, like because they're forgetting to breathe a lot of the time when they're all tense on the court. So that is a good way of.
Collins comes across like she might hold in a little bit of stress. she needs those releases.
What a weird shot from Tauson there. She chose not to move her feet and just hit a weird shot from right next to her leg. She's like, no, I won't move. I'll just change my weird racket action. And it ultimately is leading to her demise in this game. It is 40-15. Danielle Collins looking to at least get a super tiebreaker to decide this one. I feel it's only fitting we go super tiebreaker. We need Tauson to do her part as well. We're approaching 3 a.m. though in the UK.
Collins deserves a button after this one as well. I think she
does indeed, and there it's wide really from Tauson, and there we go. We're gonna get it on request. It is 6-5.
Every game she ballin', she got the moves and she got you falling. The points keep on rolling. Just say her name, it's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins.
Even when I think I want Tauson to win, I hear the button and then I want the Collins to win. It's weird. My emotions are always mixed based upon buttons.
I have had the same experience.
It's a bit weird though. It's like when I watch Big John play, and then suddenly the Big John button comes out, and then suddenly I'm a Big John fan, and I'm wanting that button more than anything.
No, the buttons really get you going for the players sometimes. Really, if they're on a streak, it just gets it's crazy.
It starts getting ridiculous, like the Danielle Collins one earlier when she was on that hot streak. When it gets played like 4 times in a row,
it just amplifies the swings in the match.
It is pretty mad, isn't it? It is pretty. Oh, anyway, I'm not forgetting about you, Jamie.
Yeah.
You wanted Federer and Djokovic. I'll give them to you.
How do you actually keep doing it year after year after year? You make it look so easy.
Definitely very talented player. Very talented player.
Federer, 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 Roger Federer.
I can have Djokovic in a bit. This
The
one,
thing that's epic with those, definitely a very talented player, and then the Nadal one, unbelievable. It's just the quotes that you pulled for those. It's really talented, really.
Well, that interview, I wanted to hear him say, fully that it was hard to clip it because he's just like, oh, definitely a very talented player. Like that's what they said. Like in the answer, how do you keep doing it? Like year after year after year. Like you make it look so easy. And he's like, whoa, definitely a very talented player. Like what an answer to a question from a reporter. Like, and then everyone laughed, and he obviously laughed. But I just thought it was just so good. What a great moment in like a press conference. Had to clip it. Him calling himself a very talented player.
Yeah, and it's just perfect. Yeah, you put in that song, and it's like,
how would you keep doing it year after year? You make it look so easy.
And then Rafa's ending.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Oh, down the line. Oh, Collins has made it. She's made it.
Every game she ballin', she got the moves and she got.
We don't have time for that. It's match point. What am I doing? Getting carried away.
Match point.
Getting far too carried away. 3 match points. Where did
I
that
did
come
not
from? What a
expect her
winner!
to.
It needed a piece
Yeah.
of that button, that shot. It was so good. One of the best shots of the match. Well, she's had match points already. Now she's got a second serve. And what's the ball boy up to there? He's like juggling the ball on the court. What's it? Get off the court. Oh,
Man, she's focused. She's like,
is that in? It's in! It's Danielle Collins has hit a clean winner off the second serve. She wasn't sure. She looked around for a confirmation it wasn't out. And it wasn't. And Tauson's taken an age to walk to the net. What's going on there? But what a match. Well done to both women.
I think
Fantastic.
she destroyed that ball on the end. She like broke
Fantastic. What a match.
Yeah, what
I
a
mean,
match.
credit to both players. I thought, well, one of my favorite matches I've watched in this tournament, I have to say. I think it was so back and forth between both players. I never knew who was going to win. It was that exciting.
It was
What
so
a match.
close. Yeah, the whole second half, at least, of the match, or last 2/3 or something. It was just you couldn't pick who was going to end up. It was crazy. The poll 50-50.
Yeah.
Well, I give a thank you, huge thanks for having me on, and really appreciate it. Have a lot of fun. We hope we riled up JG a bit.
I'm sure we did, mate. Well, we didn't get to finish the Collins button, and it's only fitting that now she has won and she is through to the fourth round. She gets her button.
Every game she ballin', she got the moves and she got you falling. The points keep on rolling. Just say her name, it's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins.
Say her name. My new favorite player on the women's tour, Danielle Collins. No, Amy Simmons, thanks for the super chat. Really appreciate that. That means a lot. We've got Tushar singing "Itchy Balling." That seems to be the thing that's going to be trending on Twitter later. Danielle Collins, "Itchy Balling."
You're gonna make so many Collins fans with that, but
I think so. I think that's the one thing. Get it for players that are lesser known. When Skatov has his button, trust me, it's going to be a sensation, world sensation. I tell you, it's going to be very, very interesting. Obviously, we promised Jamie his buttons. Yep. He wants Djokovic, so it only fits in. You're a big Djokovic fan,
yeah.
For us to sort of wind down with a bit of Djokovic.
That one's epic too. So many epic.
Missed that one. That one obviously was made in the last Australian Open. Obviously the Melbourne court in the background there. But what a match. Some of the other matches going on right now.
Troy tells me I was a good caddy and a good kid.
You're a good caddy. What's that? Is this a quote from a film? Is this is this what's it? Happy Gilmore or something like this?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It makes me think it's something like that for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh my.
Is that right? I'm not sure.
I don't think that's from Happy Gilmore, but I've watched that movie. I don't know.
Caddyshack. There you go. Apologies.
Shack.
It's going to be one of the Tin Cup. There's a few good golf movies out there. Golf
I can't believe
movies.
Troy got out of that one, man. I thought Danielle Collins, she's a fighter. Troy knew it. Troy was like, she's gonna pull this out. Very good call.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Congratulations.
Well, mate, we've done a great job, I think, here tonight. Your first time on a Game to Love watch along. It's been a momentous occasion. You, if anything, being 45 minutes from where Danielle Collins lived, that was probably the telling factor in this. It was so close. It was so hard to pick.
It was the button.
It was so hard to pick. Well, it could have been the button, but It could have been you with the American flag as
I mean,
well.
there's a small chance it was Danielle Collins in her tennis. I mean, might have been.
May have been that. I don't know. I think it was so close that I don't think that the tennis could have been the decider. I think it had to be the smaller things that were going on in the universe around, because we know how they affect the tennis more than anything. I think that if she had the knowledge that someone down the road from her was doing a watch along and repping the American flag, that would have given her all she needed to get that over the line. And she probably felt it there in that last game when she was hitting those winners. She thought, it's Zach's first watch along tonight, and I'm going to be doing it for him.
She definitely needs to see her button. You need to get that in front of her and her team.
You want it again? You can have it again. I don't mind.
She needs you need to. I don't know if is she on Instagram? I know some of the players
wow.
are.
I'll tag her. I'll tag her in it. Don't you worry about it. I'll post it up later. Commiserations for Clara Tauson. But ultimately, I don't want to say it, but the better button won.
Every game she ballin', she got the moves and she got you falling. The points keep on rolling. Just say her name, it's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins. Just say her name, just say her name. It's Danielle Collins.
Just like that. And that is how we end a stream on GTL. I want to say a massive thanks to you, Zach. You've been fantastic through this first stream. Didn't show any nerves. See, you loved it. You even had a little solo part on your own in the middle. How's it been? Give us your final thoughts on today.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was a little too nervous I was a little just not feeling. You can't replace JG and Ben doing it, 101. This is just, there's nothing, you guys are amazing. So I'm just happy to be a part of it and enjoy it a bit. It was a lot of fun, of course, on my end. I really enjoyed it, but yeah, it's fun to be part of the stream.
Yeah, man, it's great to have you in. It won't be the last one, that's for sure. And we will be doing many more matches. And this one, we just thought it'd just be a good one just to trial, because there's part of me that thought, oh, look, this one's just going to be like one that not many people are going to be talking about. But after that match, I think everyone's going to be talking about it because it was incredible. One of the best matches I've watched all tournament. I'm not going to lie about that. So I think we got to wrap it up. I'll let you go back to your...
become a Patreon member. Win that Ash Party racket next month. I think that's going to be a huge giveaway. And really just support these guys, man. I mean, I really support the dream of trying to make this into a full... I mean, it is sort of a full-time, but, make this, get out of finance, get into this full-time, make it the biggest tennis channel in the world. And
it will be.
Yeah, want to be a part of it. So thank you for inviting me on.
No problem at all, mate. Right, we're going to love you and leave you guys. Make sure, if you haven't already, hit a like on this video, subscribe if you are new, enter the giveaway if you haven't already. Come on, it's 2 tickets to Roland Garros, and you don't even have to pay for them. You get 4 days at Roland Garros for free, courtesy of Game to Love. And all you have to do is follow us on social media and all of the other jargon. But for now, we're just going to wrap this up. And I'm just going to hit the final button. We'll give Danielle Collins one more button and then we're over and out. But this is it for us, mate. So thanks very much, and see all the rest of you probably in the morning, where JG will return, and it will be for Andrei Rublev versus, he ain't no bitch, it's Marin Cilic. That's right.
Every game she ballin', she got the moves and she got you falling. The points keep on rolling.